welcome to a special Sunday edition of the Call of the Wild, coming to you through Filming Footy's global live stream. Jeff Pistola with you. And off the top, we must say happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Must say a few in the house here at Qube Logistics Oval-Nairne for what is Division 1 Elimination Final Day, featuring the A-grade clash between Mount Lofty and Onka Valley. Now, finals bring out the tough yards, and great to have the regular Call of the Wild team on board to bring you all the vibe. They've rested up, done the ice baths overnight in order to back up after yesterday. No doubt, having recharged the calculator and resharpened the pencils, here of all the stats that matter is Jaden J. Hill.
Cheers. Thanks, Pistols. Great to be. Happy Father's Day to yourself, and should be an absolute ripper of a day today. I can't wait for this match between, yes, Mount Lofty and Onka Valley as well. Here's a stat for you. It's been 4,750 days since Mount Lofty last won a final. And it's also been 4,744 days since they played in a final. So, big day for the Devils as well. And it's Onka first final series since 2021. So, should be a great game today. The average margin between the two sides, well, in an elimination final, sorry, the average margin is 20.69, and also 2020 was a unique year with COVID, but it's also the last year that the fifth place team has won the elimination final, so that was in 2020. So it'll be interesting to see who can get on top, and that team that was the fifth place team, that was Onka Valley back in 2020 as well. So it should be a great game today, Pistols.
Absolutely, and also great to have our Filming Footy production crew of our producer Celeste and the cameraman James Davis also on the double swing this arvo, so we appreciate the rehab they've done overnight to be here. As we said, double header program. Great game of footy yesterday, well done to the Nairne Bremer Football Club, who are obviously hosting today on their maiden finals wing. 100% strike rate as they made their first Division 1 A-grade appearance and won by 9 goals. And also a big thanks to our Call of the Wild stream media supporters, of course, Filming Footy. Oh, there's some rough-looking nuts there on screen, as you can see. Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish Sec them, and also the Hills Football League sponsors. Of course, Police Credit Union, Closey Supermarkets, West End, Sports Pairs, Sharon, the Courier Newspaper, Rostow Homes, Think Road Safety and Sports Centre. And, of course, the valuable match day sponsors for the respective clubs today for the Mount Lofty. Sorry, we'll go first. Onka Valley. Celeste loves doing that, just throwing in little curly ones at you. Onka Valley Bulldogs. First up, Jaden, one of your favourites.
Yeah, Closey Supermarkets, Foodland, Mighty South Aussies, Oakbank Hotel, new ownership there at the Oakbank Hotel, Bird in Hand, and also Adcock Real Estate. You'll see Big Jakey out there today.
The Force.
Yes.
He'll be out in Force unless he's off doing, test tour or somewhere. And for the Mount Lofty Football Club, I'd like to thank Arca Bar Hotel, 24 Fit, BMD and Duxton, Capital Australia, for their valuable support. So as we say, always thank you to those valuable community sports sponsors of community football clubs. Now, a man who's rested up and also done the ice baths, back with us after a great round of finals yesterday, backing up here at Elimination Final Day. Good afternoon, Benny Goldfinch.
Yeah, I've taken a bit of a what's the word? Anyway, I've taken a bit of a leaf out of, what's the saying, Pistols?
A leaf out of
someone else's book.
A leaf out of someone's book?
Yeah. Anyway, Michael Borden took the Mount Lofty players to the beach a few times after losses, and so I went to the beach this morning just to freshen up after yesterday's call. And
which beach you go to?
Yeah, where'd you go?
Just down the Wollonga sort of area. So just a bit of a freshen up. Yeah, so looking forward to today's clash.
Did you see any Oval-Nairne players down there doing pre-season?
I did, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they enjoyed yesterday's call, so that was good. But in the meantime, enough nonsense there. If you're just watching on the screen at the moment, this isn't the A-grade. This is a really riveting reserves match that we've currently got 4 minutes left of, and it's 1 goal to margin. Nairne Bremer United leading Mount Lofty. So we'll keep that going while we just continue on with the pre-game preparation.
Of course, Mount Lofty, last year's Premier, having won that title on this grand and that memorable grand final, will win affect the grand final. So they could be, their title defence could end here, but as Benny Goldfinch said, 3 or 4 minutes left, they're still in with a chance.
And last time we were here, of course, Jaden Pistols was last year's Division 1 A-grade grand final, which was an absolute ripper, double extra time grand final, different conditions, of course.
You can see the
As
Mount Lofty.
Nana got an opportunity here, we'll just
If we can just take that down.
for a sec. Yep, nice work.
As we said, the excitement, there'll be a few people watching the stream, keen to see the result of this game. But we can tell you Mount Lofty coming in with, a relatively unchanged side. Onka Valley, 2 changes from the side we saw last week in the final minor rounds.
Oh, here's a change for the Rams.
This is a chance around the corner, but out of bounds on the full. So still 1 straight kick the difference. Could we go to Golden Point?
Well, extra time, like last week. Last week.
Down at Kangaroo?
Yes, that was Macclesfield and Gummaraka, I believe. So they went to your Golden Point after the 10 minutes of extra time. Couldn't decide the 2 teams. So could be a case of deja vu here.
And one of Mount Lofty's all-time greats pistols out there, Brad Birch, of course.
Yes, we saw his daughter last week, and this time last week calling the under-17 girls, Benny and Jaden, and we saw young Jada in the under-17s premiership, and her dad, 300-plus game player for the Mount Lofty Football Club, only player to achieve 300 games for the club. Of course, been playing the last couple of years, helping out the youngsters in the B grade, so will he get a chance of another premiership? Ball comes forward here. Here's Big McLean Kelly, the big man chasing.
Dunbar.
And Jukey Dunbar getting involved there.
Now, we got everyone and anyone here today. We got a camper van with an annex out. We've got people behind us up in the
Car in the ute.
Yeah.
back of the ute here, up the back in the car park.
Back in the Holden Rodeo, I'd suggest. Hey, apparently that camper van was here last week because such a crowd to get into the place. They got here early to get a good spot.
Oh, to see Das kick his 100th.
Well, that's true. That's true. It's about Lofty Rappel here.
This is reserves match, by the way, if you're wondering.
We're down to 90 seconds remaining, a goal to difference in favour of the Rams.
Ooh.
Mount Lofty need to get the ball forward. Will the Rams hang on here? Desperate play here.
Tyrone Colmer, is it? Number
Tyler
6.
Coleman, yep, you're up.
As I said, a bit of experience in this Nairn reserves over the last few weeks. They've really had a really good late finish to the season. Actually finished 4th above the Devils.
Blessed with weather today, Jane, aren't we? Not a cloud in the sky. We might send you out there.
Yeah, no worries.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Absolute ripper day.
Oh, hello. Could be a bit of a twist here.
Looking to go forward. 1 minute and 2 seconds to go and counting.
Ooh, gee,
Oh,
it's gone to barrel.
Inside out
grab
try.
here.
Are we going to go to extra time?
Mind you, it won't win the game. It only tied up.
Ooh,
Deja vu, Benny, when we were there in the grand final last year.
Big
It was
ball
a
there.
drawn result. But Nan Repel, he did centre of the ground to Hourigan. He'll slow things up. He's right in the centre of the ground. You can see him slow down. So
30 seconds left.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go. I think Nan might hold on unless there's something.
Jamie Drew running water here.
Adam Eckerman, playing coach, just nursing the ball across to a teammate in the shadow of the old gum tree. So 6-8 plays 5-8. 30 seconds to go here, Jaden. They're just playing keepsy as they go backwards.
Wow. This would be their first ever Division 1 reserves win as well, would it?
Yeah, in the final. Yes.
Oh, it's a bit on behind play here.
Oh, there's a bit of push and shove here behind play.
A few
So
jerseys been
academic
taken
though,
off.
as we had in the last 10 seconds, and I think Nairn are going to hold on here.
There
it is. Nairn have defeated the reigning Premier Mount Lofty 6-8 to 5-8, so a 1 straight kick, 6-point win to Nairn Bremer. They advance, obviously, into the first semi-final for Mount Lofty. Their premiership reign is over and they head to the mothball shop, Jaden.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well done to Nan. Like you said, Goldie, their first Division 1 finals reserves win. So, congratulations to Nan Bremer Footy Club.
Now, I might... Jaden's going to head out there, and as he heads out there, Arman Salash was up in the blimp pre-game. The Goodyear blimp, just to set the scene in terms of the aerial vantage point.
It's great how he hangs out the basket below the blimp and takes those photos. It's, I saw some of the work from yesterday. It was absolutely magnificent. Blue sky out there at Arkabar Oval in Heathfield. But similar conditions here today, nice rural setting. So if we can get that up and have a bit of a look at it.
Live from the skies now with Salash. He's up there. Let's see if we can check in. There he is, live from the blimp. Beautiful.
Actually, I must say, the Oval not looking as patchy as it was at Lofty yesterday, but...
As we head towards the Shoreham Tate Bar pocket area.
Yeah, the terrace area, you can see well populated. A lot of dads enjoying the day out, and why not? Well done. Happy Father's Day.
And if it, up the back here, there's a few people actually watching up in this car park area here, which is good.
Just going down the bottom of the screen there, just out of space, and you can see the solar, and looking towards the scenic town of Nairn. So very picturesque, blue sky. Couldn't ask for better conditions, I think, Benny. Obviously the slight breeze as well.
Oh, that's some of my work.
What are we doing a car out here, Benny?
Yeah, no, just now at ground level. Now in the car
Just
park here,
painting the
Pistols.
picture. You can see
Yeah,
a lovely rural setting.
that's the Overload car park. Heading down the stairs here.
Must admit it was pretty hard to find a car park here, well populated. And there we go once in the scenic outlook from Qube Logistics Oval here in Nairne.
And pre-game, Pistols had a chat to
That's very early in the day.
some of the personnel here. So if you want to go back and have a look at some of the videos on the Call of the Wild
There
page,
it is,
here we
just
go.
on the screen, the motorhome,
There's the motorhome.
right by the light tower.
Everyone's parked on the hill there. Beautiful. Of course, the side of last year's grand final. A little bit different conditions, of course, today.
As Onka Valley, the Bulldogs, out onto the field. Pretty spectacular season for them, Benny, when you take into account they had just the one win last year, took the wooden spoon. Here they are playing off an elimination final, and deep in the season we're actually in the mix for a double chance, but a couple of losses and also a draw. And they were pretty game in last week's game against third placed Urata, but just couldn't get the chockies. But here they are lining up to advance further in the final against Mount Lofty. So without further ado, we will take you down to a man at ground level. As you know, Benny's everywhere. We're talking about Jaden J. Hill. Down to you.
So, absolute ripper of a day here at Pistols and go see Onka Valley. Just warming up here at the moment. Jake Adcock, Tom Mayo, Connor Mildy against his former team. So this should be an absolute ripper of a game. It'll be interesting to see how Connor Mildy can go. Obviously a week off last week, and like I said, the average margin between the two teams is 20.69. Should be a great game between the two teams. And the last time the fifth place team won the elimination final was back in 2020 as well. Conditions-wise, it is an absolute ripper. The Pakunga end is getting some wind at the moment, like last year. So it's an absolute ripping conditions. Should be a great game here today. And like I said, Rolly Sinot, he's playing his first final series for a couple of years. Zach Kuiper as well, and so it should be a great game. Tyson Pake warming up here as well. So conditions-wise, like I said, a great day for footy. A bit hot, but that's all right. I'm sure they'll have the ice baths even at half-time maybe. So as we see, Mount Lofty's B grade. Unfortunately, they had the loss. They're just waiting for their team to come out on the field at their A grade side as well. Big crowd here today, and the Nairne faithful and Onka, Mount Lofty as well. So it should be a great day for footy, guys. And if you're not doing anything today and you're watching on the stream, make sure you get out to our Qube Logistics Oval here today. Back to you, Pistols.
Thank you very much there to Jaden J. Hill out in the centre, just getting everything that's happening in the prelude to what is going to be an anticipated elimination final contest between Mount Lofty finishing fourth spot against, as we said, the fifth place Dogs. Both sides making a return to the finals. As Jaden J said, Mount Lofty for the first time in Division 1 ranks since 2010. And of course the Dogs missing out last year with a bit of an indifferent season, but they've bounced back in style as they do as a good club to be back in the top 5. Just in front of us, big Jakey Adcock. Good to see him back in the realm this afternoon. It's Jaden J has returned. Jaden, probably a chance for a few players to have the sunblock out there today.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, they might have the ice baths at half time if it is quite warm out there. But yeah, I reckon there's zinc, and Sam Green loves the zinc from Onka Valley, so he's definitely going to have the zinc on today, I would think. So, like I said, it is a bit hot out there, but I'm sure the players will get through it, and I guess that they do have to adapt to the conditions. Pistols.
Yeah, I'm just looking at here. I think it's Ben Johnson. I think he's got a bit of the war paint on, the zinc green across the bridge to nose. So
same as Zach Kuiper as well. So
Connor Mildy out here, back after refreshment over in Bali.
Yeah, playing against his former side today. So
yeah, well, he played for a number of years for a side that couldn't make the finals. Ironically, he joins a new team and they're facing off against his old team. So so Mount Lofty still haven't emerged. No doubt Coach Borden just really drilling it into him, the importance of this game, because obviously there's no tomorrow. a loss here and they're out. And bearing in mind, Jaden, they have not beaten the Bulldogs this season. In fact, last time I think they only had one goal 17 or something up to half time.
Yeah, and like I said yesterday, Pistols, they kicked 4-goal 20 at Onka Pringa Valley at Behana there. So it'll be interesting to see if they have their kicking boots on here today. So last time Onka Pringa played in the final was actually here. Pistols against Lobethal, going down by 3 points the margin, and hit the post right at the death there, unfortunately. And they've got 8 players playing in that playing today that played in that game. So George Dent, Kuiper, Gamma, Coccioloni, Adcock, Mayo, Cruiser and Jeffries are the 8 players that played. As we see Mount Lofty coming out into the ground.
Led by their skipper Alex Weeks, of course recent 200 A-grade games. And also I'd be right in saying probably the sole survivor from their last finals appearance when he was only a young fellow. I'd say he'd be about 20 at the time. Weeks, what a stalwart he's been to the club, leading him back out there. And also Sammy Miles, if he's out there, just trying to be. Yes, the little.
Yes, he is, little master. Had a chat to him pre-game.
His last A-grade final in Division 1 for Mount Lofty, 2005 elimination final against Mount Barker when he was 17 years old. He had a bit of the Jackson 5 blonde hair.
Yeah, incredible.
Of course, then graduated down to the ranks at Sturt and came back for the 2014 Division 2 Premiership side, but as I said, long time between drinks and A-grade finals for Sammy.
If you're keen to get involved, we're on the Call of the Wild Facebook page, the Hills Football League Facebook page, and Filming Footy YouTube. And send us through some comments like the great man Ozzy has on his global track.
Where are we? The Leyland Brothers, where are we now?
He said there's controversy in the Great Northern Grand Final.
Ooh.
Railways thought they won by a point when the final siren sounded and celebrated. The goal umpires conferred and said scoreboard attendance missed 1 point, declaring a draw. Played extra time, 10 minutes, and Northampton went on to win. So there you go. Live on the scene is Ozzy reporting from the Great Northern Grand Final.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Great Northern League is actually part of the Filming Footy family. I think
there you go.
It pops up. So Filming Footy just taking the game of the masses to the masses Australia-wide. So we welcome aboard anyone watching here today. It's Sunday special here, elimination final day in the Adelaide Hills Football League Division 1 competition. Of course, Division 2, Country Division, Jaden. It's the knockout first semi-final today at Gummaraka. It's Kangarilla Football Club taking on Macclesfield, so we'll endeavour to bring you score updates from that here during the course of the afternoon, Jaden.
Yeah, exactly, yep. So you hopefully will get some score updates from that all-important match there between Macclesfield and Kangarilla. The last time those two teams played, it was an absolute nail-biter with Macclesfield nearly getting over the line with the fourth quarter comeback, actually. So be interesting to see how they go today. But back to this game, as we see Onka Pringa Valley just finish up their warm-up. Mount Lofty, you're doing some kicking drills as well.
Onka's going
towards the Brakunga end. Right
so
of screen, or
does not surprise me at all.
Have we our good friends on here at the moment? No.
Yeah, next Saturday, Pistols.
Saturday, they're only Saturday special. I tell you what, I was actually driving home last night and
good show, wasn't
whacked on and the lounge.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I heard some familiar voices in the lounge there. So
gee whiz.
Good view, good sound guaranteed, but obviously not listening today, they can tune in and watch it all on Filming Footy.
Of course, the winner of today plays Uradler next Sunday at Blackwood.
Exactly. Blackwood, James Davis's home ground, so I'll be happy about that. And Saturday action will be coming to you from Balhana, Jaden J.
Hardorf and Nanbrim United.
Can't wait for that.
That'll be an absolute classic, I think.
And if you're wondering where's the Country Division live stream, well, we're saving up for the grand final,
yes,
of course. We're doing double the action on that Saturday. Jaden and myself and Matt Gardner calling the Country Division A-grade grand final from Kersbrook. And Pistols is lining up some special guests for the prelim. So don't worry, we got it all covered for Country Division A-grade grand final. And the minors as well. And as we said pre-game on our little video that's uploaded, Chad Dorr looking for his 5th A-grade premiership with Meadows.
Unbelievable. When you look at Hardorf have been so successful, some of their, as we know, Scott Perling, Daniel Roberts was 6, Chad Dorr 4 already.
Looking for 5th premiership and kicked 5 goals yesterday.
Yeah, a great man. A great man there.
We got Nanbrim United skipper Brock Knott here, Jaden. We're just going to have a quick chat to him. Maybe he'll just stay for a little bit here in the first quarter, get his thoughts. after yesterday's win.
Be a bit sore, tough game.
Hey, Brock.
Hello, boys. How you going?
Yeah, good. Do you want to grab that?
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Firstly, yesterday's win.
Yeah,
How you feeling? How's the lads pulled up?
Yeah, well, I'm a bit sore. I'm always sore, but no, they've all pulled up pretty well. Yeah, a few of us in the ice bath today, so that was good. Hopefully refreshed and ready to go to next week.
And today's game, beautiful weather here from Nan. What are your thoughts on the contest, Mount Lofty and Onka?
I reckon it'll be a pretty good game. They're both pretty even, really. It'll just come down to the big fellas down forward, I think. If Adcock gets a bit of a move on, and if O'Brien does his thing in the middle, I think they might be a bit too strong for him.
And we got the camper van over there with the annex. Has that been here all week? Or
Is that Tomo? I reckon it's Tomo.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's Tomo.
Paul Thompson, yes.
Yeah. I think he slots up and just does his thing.
That's sensational.
I
And
thought he might have been here last week to see Das kick his 100.
Yeah, well, he probably would have run on.
and the wind, we're looking at the flags here, and where's that going?
I think it's just swirling.
Yeah.
Watching the boys when it was coming in the B grade up forward, when they were trying to have a mark, it was, yeah, you could see him trying to read it, but it was just, the ball was just getting stuck in one spot.
All right, we're underway.
Thanks, Brock, for your thoughts.
Elimination final. Brock not joining, so victorious skipper yesterday for Nan Bremer. First centre clearance doesn't happen. So once again, umpire Morgan Price will pitch the ball up high. Leap there from Fanning. Ball comes down. First clearance for Carmody. Puts the Devils into attack. Bouncing ball. Lurking there's Tyson Hone around the corner. Unguarded goal square. Need a favourable bounce. It isn't. Comes down. Harry Weeks gives the Ace. Ace comes back here around the corner. Sanderson. Weeks left unmanned. Just drifted into space and takes the mark. So
Tarek Sanderson's made a real impact since he's come into this Mount Lofty side.
So first score I think should be registered here. He's on a pretty acute angle. Only about 20 metres of that out. Probably kicked from less than that.
We know their inaccuracy during the minor round. Let's see how they go now in
So
finals.
24 goals on the board this season. Harry Weeks reigning dual best and fairest. That's the perfect start, as Benny Goldfinch said, running at 40% accuracy. Harry Weeks, goal on the board in the first minute, Jaden J.
Yeah, there you go. So 4 kicks, 3 handballs, 1 inside 50, bang. So well done to Mount Lofty there. Dream start for them, and they'll be hoping to capitalise on that dream start and get another one.
And just looking in the midfield for the Devils, looks like Max Biggs in the ruck. Alex Weeks is in there. Max Puddin with his tackling pressure. Declan Carmody. Looks like Mitch Coccioloni, along with Rhett Cownan. Of course, Blake Fanning in there, along with Houlihan. Pistols in his milestone match. Can the Dogs reply here? Well, that man we were just talking about, Houlihan, in game 150.
Because majority of them
And he
have
might
been
have a shot on goal
runners.
here.
Well, I tell you what,
25-metre penalty as well.
Houlihan's noted for their kicking length. So Adam Houlihan.
Directly in front, will be kicking from 50 up towards the hilly area. As you can see the cars in the background there. As soon as he lets rip here, you'll see him. As he goes long into the goal square, not the best kick off the boot. And the Devils through Morby, I think it is. Last line of defence for the Devils. Fast start for them. Harry Weeks kicking the first goal of the elimination final. As you can see, bit of a swirling breeze, as Brock Knott said pre-game. Max Borden looking to paddle it forward. Here's a chance for Onkers through Angus Shute. Dangerous position here for the Devils' defence. They've been up to the challenge all season. Archer Borden repels and finds his brother Max. Back to Archer.
Archer Borden goes out wide, out at 2-on-1 wing area. You think the Dogs will win out, which they do. Quick handball from Green. Got it to Shute. Shute goes forward, bouncing ball over the back of the pack. Will it sit?
Connor Mildy.
Connor Mildy goes his old side. Just pulls it wide, so minor score. But the Dogs on the board, 1 behind. Devils are 1 straight. 3 minutes gone. Call the Wild, bringing into the elimination final. Hills Football League, the 5 of Hills Football.
Ash Eckerman bringing the ball back in. Of course, his premiership winning experience at Harndorf last few years. Sammy Miles, a little master, looking to get the handball out. Turnover here for the Dogs. Houlihan dishing out a hand pass. Lace out pass. I think Carissa was involved in the build-up. Dogs forward just couldn't quite grasp the mark there. We've got a boundary throw, an inside attacking 50 for Onkers. Kicking
packed
towards
hill.
the Bracunga end, as you see the hill there.
Yeah, pleasant day for watching football. For all the dads out there sitting having a quiet beer and enjoying Sunday afternoon. Over the top there was Houlihan. Ball comes to ground level. Hacked forward by the Devils. 2-on-1 contest again. Ball spills down. So it was Howard. Flicks out the handball.
Kuiper.
Comes through as Kuiper. Reliable defender all year. Bundled over the line there.
Both defences, Jaden, have been up to the challenge all season, haven't they? They've had some great games.
Yeah,
Respective defences.
Yeah, they sure have. And Onka Pringa's defence was very good against Loberthal when we saw him, Benny, and Mount Lofty's against Harndorf when you guys saw him. So
Alex Weeks flicks the ball over the top. Devils go forward. Coming out to meet it is Sykes. Shrugs off, gets on his right foot, kicks towards the top of the square.
Aish.
Foot races on. Aish.
1 versus
Leading
2.
George Dent. Can he keep the ball in play? Yes, he does. Goes backwards to go forward. Spots up
Ooh.
Tucker to kick. Eludes him. Miss a chance for Green if it'll sit for him. Sam variety. He's got support into Houlihan. Houlihan takes it, gets it back to Green in the 1-2. They go forward now. Looming out is Healy.
Connor Healy.
Connor Mildy. Bouncing ball. At least once again. Boys.
Gone.
Ackerman taken down to the tackle. Good chase there.
That's superb chase down.
Holding the ball is the call. And it's that man. Jesse O'Brien.
Kicked
What
5
an
goals
influence
last
he's
week.
been. Was former Brisbane Lion, North Adelaide. Leading goal kicker this year with 32 goals. For the,
Recommitted to
Bulldogs.
next season as well. So Jesse O'Brien, Jaden, kicking towards the Bracunga end for the Dogs first. After a great tackle on Eckerman, he's just faded to the right. So as you can see, the breeze just taking that slide to the right. But Aish's kick and Green's pace.
yeah, exactly. Sam Green was very impressive last week, and when Houlihan and Green can combine, it's really dangerous signs for Mount Lofty.
Houlihan started well.
So the ball out here. Howard lurking. Also involved with Sam Green. We've just spoken about him. Handball comes back into Tucker. He's looking for support. Finds for the agency of H. Weeks. Chips it forward. Ball off hands. They're crashing through there was Carmody, the bone digger. Puts
Sykes.
it forward. It's a chance for Sykes. Got to sit nicely. Takes the mark. So Josh Sykes.
That's what you want from your key forward.
44 goals for the season. Of course, ex-Birdwood and also Athelstone Football Club in his CV.
It's something Mount Lofty have been missing over recent years, Pistols, since some of their great forwards, obviously in the premiership days, is a key forward, and Josh Sykes has certainly
Great forwards, because Ian
stepped
Wilmot,
up.
Flash Gordon,
Yep.
even Mark Nilsson supplied a bit of a target. So here's Sykes, as I said, in his first year after crashing over from Birdwood. So he kicked from about 45 metres, slight angle towards the town end. The wind will hold it up.
Gee, look at that.
2 and the 1 in the square. Ball bouncing. Ooh, almost trying to get his boot to the ball there was Maguire. Show us the money. But all he can show is a behind.
A few mullets out there. Ned Maguire's got one of the best. Kicks the ball out towards Zach George Dent for Onkas. Half-back flank. 2 points to Dogs, 1-1 Mount Lofty. I reckon the last time we saw Onkas in a final was at this ground.
Yeah, we
Jaden,
said that
against
pre-game,
Loberthal,
yeah.
as you
Talked
said.
about
Put it
Which was
pre-game.
an absolute ripper. Tom Mayo having a shot there.
Yeah,
that,
hit the post.
Hit
Yeah.
the post. So meantime, a free kick here for the Devils. Last touch rule, just around from Coach Michael Borden, who was having a coffee this morning, Pistol. So I had a bit of a chat to him.
Was
Bit
he
of a
down
coffee.
at the- was he
Down
at
at
the
the
digger as
no,
well?
he wasn't there. He was on the balcony at Milo. And kick inside 50. Meantime, McTaggart drifts into the forward line, takes the mark. Buzzing forward line. Is that Tomo?
I think it might be the Shermanator.
Shermanator, sorry. Lots of mullets out there. Shermanator's nailed the second goal for the Devils. He's drifted down from the half-back flank and kicked the goal.
Sorry, Goldie, I tell you what, both teams had 4 inside 50s with Mount Lofty. Conversion rate very good, 2 goals there. So 18 kicks to 7 in favour of Mount Lofty, 10 handballs to 6. And just 2 strong at the moment, Mount Lofty.
Because
That's what
their
I-
conversion rate was below 40% this year.
Yeah, 38% it was as well, Goldie. Now here's a stat for you. So in the last 4 elimination finals, the team that has won the first quarter has won the match.
That's what we got to see.
Beautifully
A rebounding defence, and Paul Sherman with his 8th goal for the season. Back in the centre, ball comes down. Busting their way through as O'Brien. Quickly got it to Gamma, playing on his old stomping ground. Bouncing ball out here. First to get there will be Clarissa. Brought up his 200 senior last week.
Tomo,
Flicked it
beautiful
forward.
toe poke. Eckerman.
Out here, Eckerman fortunately takes the mark.
Oh!
He's kicked those cut off there by Connor Mildy. So Mildy featuring his chances here.
I know there was a little bit of frustration after that Loberthal loss with some of the kicks out of defence from the Devils. Got to go longer than that.
So Connor Mildy already on the scoring sheet for a minor return, so a chance for his first goal of the afternoon. Has kicked 29 goals in his first season in the Tricolours.
He'll like this one against his ex-teammates.
He will. Watch for the Cobra if it gets it. Sets it up. Is it coming back? There it is. So Connor Mildy.
That's right, Connor Mildy.
Well,
Good work,
his
Pistols.
friends. That's not. Hello to Connor Healy if he's watching us over in Ireland and touring around Europe.
Yes. Just a bit of frustration there from the Devils, trying to clear the ball out of the fence, and Connor Mildy take mark and slots that one, which brings it back to 5 points after the Shermanator drifted forward from Mount Lofty. Max Borden back into the action. Looks like Zach Dent coming off. Tom Mayo back into the midfield, I'm guessing, as he strolls back out there, or is he going to start on the wing? He's going to be on the wing and he'll just stroll into the middle. Back in the middle, though, Fanning versus Biggs in the ruck. It's Houlihan who started this one well. Left foot inside 50.
Ah, great, Mark Coccioloni.
Not paid. Yes, it is. Well, that's 25 then, isn't it?
Mildy getting involved there with Damo Peterson. Former teammates, of course. But,
In the blink of an eye, the Dogs could be in front. First time in the match.
so Coccioloni.
No doubt family will be watching.
One of the 8 Onka Valley football players that played on the final here against Loberthal.
Back in 2021.
17 goals for the season. You see the packed house enjoying the
There's a big crowd in the house.
big crowd. Pleasant conditions on a Sunday. Super Sunday here in Nairn. Sets on its way. The wind catches it. We'll pull it to the right. Defensive fist. Puts it through for a minor score. So Onka's 3 behinds. 1 goal, 3 on the board.
That's right. Kick out here from the Devils. Goes to the outer side. Harry Weeks around the contest. Pack forms. Shadowy area of the gum tree. Back to full health, I understand, is it? The gum tree out, the old gum tree on the outer side here at
Absolutely.
Qube Logistics Oval in Nairn. Iconic, Jaden. That gum tree on the wing.
Sure is.
I think even our man we interviewed, Toddy High's been out there every night watering it,
Watering it,
fertilising it,
sending a bit of love.
looking after koalas.
Here's a chance for the Devils to clear. Devils player hit the deck there, but he's all right.
Weeksy, Alex.
Alex Weeks, of course, 250th, I think, earlier in the season against Loberthal. We had the great privilege of being there.
As we
Premiership
said,
player.
The last player to play in a Mount Lofty A-grade finals in Div 1 back in 2010.
Half forward line for the Dogs. Can they get a goal here, or will the Devils reply through McTaggart, one of the best wingmen in the comp? I think that was Weeks. Back to McTaggart, just trying to pick it up, pickpocketed. Here's a chance for the Dogs. Kind of done, was it? Or Ben Johnson, sorry. It's a free kick here from Mount Lofty after that tackle to Harry Weeks. Kick inside 50, Riley Sinnott. No issues there. And he takes the mark, pistols, and finds Coccioloni.
Yeah, lace out silver service there. to
Jeez, he's
Coccioloni.
pushed Eckerman up to the back pocket area.
So
half back.
interchange area, puts it forward to the force in Adcock. Ball comes to ground, taps it cleverly towards Fanning. The big man toe pokes it forward. In the meantime, the Devils repel on this occasion. This way, that way, locked up there. Finally, a quick kick up the line. I think it was Tucker.
Eckerman now.
High kick forward.
Oh,
Bruno Hone getting involved there, but a good defensive mark quickly taken by the Dogs as they switch play to the outer Gumtree side.
yes, they do. That was a great mark. Taron Sanderson pushing down here. Hayden Gamma, meantime, at his ex-stomping ground at Nairn. Joffa Jeffries, switching
slug.
play beautifully to Damien Green. Just couldn't quite grasp the mark. Mayo, meantime, goes in to turn to Angus Schutt. Got the handball away just tight on the boundary line. I think it's Green. Yeah, it's a good start to this one, Jaden. 2-1 Mount Lofty. Onkas 1-3. 13 minutes gone midway through the first quarter of the elimination final for 2023.
Yes, Onka leading the inside 50, 6-5 at the moment.
Good tackle played there. That was Jack Reed for the Devils. Maguire contesting. Ball comes down. Trying to shrug his way through was O'Brien. Taken by the Devils. They go
Ace.
forward. There's agency of Ace. Camp behind it is Mr. Reliable in Kuiper.
Got a bit of
Goes
zing
out
on the
wide
nose.
to Gamma, who looks like he's playing that familiar wing position on the left foot. The Greyhound puts it up. Oh, well done by Houlihan. Can he
No,
keep
he
it in
started
play?
well.
Very clever, the past medalist in country division. Sets off for the goal square. Big leap there off hands.
Got a Mildy.
Lurking. Mildy. He's got support from a teammate. He can't keep it in. He decides almost to hop the fence and have a coffee with Paul Thompson in the motorhome. So the academy boy will come bring it back in. When it's suspension quickly, the field umpires, Reece Williams, Scott Bowe doubling up after yesterday, and Morgan Price.
Boundary throw in dangerous position here for the Devils defence. Thompson clears the ball, finds Miles. Can he collect it, little master? He's got a player running for him on the outside as McTaggart. In turn, he could go over the top. Oh, it's turnover. Thought the Devils are going forward there. They've gone to be held up out of side.
Yeah, probably just one handball too many, but
well, we'll go again.
And the shadows comes up here. Sinnott, 1 grab, 2 grab. He's paid the mark.
Good intercepting mark.
Races in towards the centre out here, and Sammy Green. Tried to play on. Perhaps yes, took one step too many. Probably should have steadied, but Carmody, resultant free kick, puts up the tuck, and that's a good grab over his head at full stretch. Decides to come back in ball cricket pitch area.
Oh, Maxie Biggs.
Biggs manages to get it out towards Harry Weeks. What it said for him.
Good shepherd,
Sanderson. Good work. So Harry Weeks has another shot at goals. He's already got one.
Ooh.
Not on this occasion. 3 for a minor score.
Good shepherd by Taryn Sanderson. Alex Weeks just having a breather along with Jake Aish. Tyson Hone back into the action for the Devils. So Onka's Jaden Howard, back pocket area. I reckon that's going out the full. So Kai Tucker will have the kick here. Michael Borden giving the ball back there. He's got the shades on boards as he gives Eckerman a bit of a tap on the back. So Kai Tucker, I should say, kick inside 50 for Mount Lofty. Sanderson's in a good position here, just couldn't quite take the mark. Gets his own crumb though. Bruno Hone, he's wrapped up in the tackle. Inside attacking 50 for Mount Lofty. 2-2 Mount Lofty. Onka's 1-3. 5 points to margin. 16 minutes gone. Elimination final on Filming Footy YouTube. Call of the Wild Facebook page and Hills Football League Facebook pages. Gamma clears the ball.
Gamma's kick up there bouncing. Intercepted here for the Devils. Puts out in direction of the mullet. Tyson Home, the former mullet. Last touch paid. Taken by George Stent. Straight back down towards the force in Adcock. Good defensive ball by the Fabio in Nick Thompson.
The spoiling king he is. It's fantastic. Oh, it's Fabio, but it's just so many spoils he gets in the match.
Yeah, he's the golden fist, or the iron fist. So the academy boy pitches it in. Oh, that's a good pitch in.
Very good. They're on
done
target
ones
today.
for the Onkas though. Ground level over to Borden. Archer variety. I don't think it's going to come out here. Fluctuating wind here, boys. This is the flagpoles here at the Sean Tate Bar Terrace area. They were sort of blowing the other direction. Now they're a bit limp. But just previously they had a bit of fluttering. The ball comes out here taken by Alex Weeks. Handball's on here.
Archer Borden, good handball.
Out here to McTaggart, the racehorse. Lifts the radar, puts it forward. Taking the ball forwards, Kuiper.
Intercept King.
Great work by him. He's intercept King. Puts out Cochileone, controls it at ground level. Can he get it? Yes.
Oh.
Spins delightfully out of trouble. Pate comes through. Blistering pace from the blonde bombshell. Will it sit for him? Had trouble, then flicks out the handball. The experience with Joffa Jeffries goes towards the top of the square. 1-on-1 back there. Over the back. Way to numbers.
Good fist
the
there
Devils.
by Thompson.
Tucker involved there. It spins around his court though. Can he get the handball out to Thompson? He's caught too. Great defensive pressure by the Onka Valley forwards. Ball up forward. Cochileone takes it. Quickly flicks the ball on. Some candy sold there by Mayo, I think it is.
Nah.
Unfortunately, couldn't spread his talents to kick a goal.
Out the full.
And out on the full.
Oh, it's a point. I thought it was out in the full. Anyway, okay.
Yes, it is umpire, because the goal umpires today, Darryl Wood and Ross Moore.
I don't think Harry Morby's very happy with that decision. I think he thinks it might have gone out in the full, but...
Well, that could be
Might have
interesting.
to go upstairs.
That looked out in the full to me.
Interesting. Oh, well, they're going to have a kick in here at Mount Lofty, and it's
But
going to be
hate
Archer
them-
Borden.
We'd hate for him to lose by a point.
Well, could
Yeah.
come down to that moment. No. All right. Archer Borden kicks the ball in from the defensive area for Mount Lofty. Out towards the half-back flank. Front position there was Fanning. Flicked it on cleverly to shoot. Into the pocket. Almost a mark there for the Devils. To Connor Mildy. Max Borden, I think, was in the build-up. Dogs another chance to go forward here. Good shrug. Joffa Jeffries throws the ball on the boot. Over the back. Goal. Adcock.
Adcock, the force.
Just a slight slip there from the Devils defender. I think it was a Shermanator, was it? Or was it Tomo? Nice work.
Dogs in front for the first time today. So well done to them.
We'll have a look at the replay.
36-35. Just see the replay. Jeffries bangs the inside forward 50. And there's Adcock.
Yeah,
no
nice.
worries at all.
Claiming touch too was Nick Thompson. But Dogs happy?
He was under some pressure as well, Jake Adcock. So well done to him. 36 kicks to 35 in favour of the Dogs. Inside 50s 10-7 at the moment. In the centre clearances, 3-1 in favour of the Dogs. So they'll be hoping to get another one and extend this margin.
So come out to 19 minutes gone. First term elimination final. The Valley Dogs in front by 2 behinds, 2-4 to 2-2. Back in the centre. Ball pushed forward there. Good work by Calman, I think it was the young man. Very impressed with him every time we see him. Ball comes out. Still rolling scrum, comes out to Tucker. He's dispossessed. Here's a chance taken by Clarissa. Forward pocket area, but his kick is
Stayed
stayed
alive.
in. Looking there was the Dogs, but chain of handballs. Sees Lofty out of trouble for the time being. Kicks it up the flank area. Good strong mark taken by Zach George Dent, the international basketballer.
Yep, on the wing area, just around from Coach Michael Borden from Mount Lofty. So Jorg Dent kicks the ball to the half-forward line. Archer Borden, bit of a spoiling attempt there. Kynan Dunn, wheels on the right boot into the pocket area, and that'll go out of bounds. Touched over the bounds there by Connor Mildy. It'll be a boundary throw-in. Inside attacking 50 for the Dogs. Hit the lead here, 2 points leading, 2-4 to 2-2. Ticked over the 20-minute mark. As you can see, plenty of people lining the boundary line here at Qube Logistics Oval. Dangerous position here for the Devils' defence.
Sam
Green wrapped up the tackle. So 25 metres out from Onka's goal, kicking towards the Brakunga end of the ground. Adcock and Mildy goal scorers for Onkas. Sherman and Harry Weeks goal kickers for Mount Lofty. Here's a chance for the Devils to clear now. Or can they? Yes, they will. Clearing kick on the left. I reckon it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a free kick here for Zach George Dent.
So George Dent.
Good pressure from Onka's forward line.
You see, good crowd in the house during a sun-blessed day here and then. High kick, corridor, Pack sets himself. Big leap there off hands. Comes down, Devils. Duck the chutney there. Was home. Tyson variety.
No wind to speak of on the flags.
Won a free kick. Thought about going wide. Indeed he does. Goes across to the pocket. The teammate back there. Deep in defence. Might be Morby. Nurses it up the line. Off hands. McTaggart getting involved. First to get there. Ace also. And free kick paid for scragging. We'll go to Gamma. That's the sheepdog there, just taking things on over the fence.
Yeah, he's just weighing up his next hydration target.
Who's going to round up next as he puts it forward? Big leap off hands here.
McTaggart will get it involved here, past the sheepdog. Here's a chance for Mount Lofty to clear the ball towards the half-forward line. Sykes in space. Good mark, well kicked.
Yeah, good kick by Miles it was.
So Bruno Hones pushing down here into space along with Sanderson. I think he's going to go to Sanderson here. Oh, that's nice. He drifts into space though, and it's not Sanderson.
Maguire.
It's Ned Maguire with the great mullet.
And his 5th A grade game, Benny.
Well, he's playing forward line against Dunn here.
It's a Flinders Park junior, so then give up footy for a while, so he's relatively, I said junior football, but senior football.
Strong presence.
So I said 5th game.
Big kick here for the Devils, 23-minute mark.
So he'll be looking to show him the goals here. Maguire.
Big Ned.
Push red for Ned.
Left footer. Big Ned.
Tell you what, that is a very, very good kick.
Double cobra too to celebrate Jaden.
Yeah, there we go. Well done to Mount Lofty. Their conversion rate inside 50s not bad at the moment, really. So 3-2 there. 20 leading Onka Pringa Valley 2-4-16. So they virtually have a better than 50% conversion rate inside 50 to get a score. So they've got 8 inside 50s. Onka Pringa have 14 inside 50s. 41 kicks each, so a deadlock in that stat. 4 centre clearances to 1 in favour of Onka Pringa Valley. The tackling count's pretty even, 34 to 30 in favour of the Dogs as well. So some even stats there, guys.
So back in the centre,
Good game of football.
Umpire Morgan Price will get the things underway again. Maguire, the goal kicker, it's Fanning. Fanning got it down. Stolen nicely by the experienced Jesse O'Brien. Puts it forward. Silver's service to Consiglione. I'll tell you what, you won't see better clearance football than that here.
Tomo's got a good view in the parking home there.
So Consiglione centres the ball. Adcock was the target. Goes to ground. Mopping up there. Borden.
Weeks.
Down
Aish.
here. Aish getting involved. Centre of the ground. Puts it forward. Great defensive work.
Oh, good pick up,
Well,
Biggs.
Followed up there by Biggs. Gets to the run to Little Master. Miles goes for broke.
Push him.
Open goal square. Cruel bounce there. Out over the line would be last touch, I think. And so the resultant free kick will go to Riley Sinnott.
Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, that's all right. Finds the racehorse. Hayden Gemmer on that trusty left boot. Kicks it out towards Blake Fanning near the old gum tree. So Fanning goes to Zach George-Dent. Short pass over the top.
Actually, beautiful ball use in these dry conditions by both sides, Benny.
Rhett Cownan. Low ball. We talked about it, Pistols. There we go again. First class delivery. Handball over the top. Here's Joffa Jeffries. Kick inside 50. Or will it go all the way? Oh no, he's found a player in Mitch Cocciolone. I didn't spot him. He obviously did. Joffa, and he's kicked the goal, Mitch. Goal for goal, Jaden.
Yeah, well done to the Dogs there. 16 side 50 and has got their third goal and another lead change. So 3-4-22, leading Mount Lofty 3-2-20. Nearly 25 minutes gone. The centre clearances is where Onka Pringa are virtually converting from now. 4 centre clearances to 1. So if there's something that Coach Borden wants to work on, it's probably the centre clearances, Benny.
Mount Lofty had a goal in the first 60 seconds of the game through Harry Weeks. Then we had to wait till nearly 8 minutes for the next goal through Sherman. But since then, it's virtually been goal for goal, boys. So entertaining game of football for the big crowd in the house here for the elimination final. So back in the centre, Fanning wins it down. Oh, Hurlhan just got rid of his opponent with a big shove. Ball going forward here. Lurking is Pate. He applies a good pressure to Blonde Bombshell. Ball goes to ground. It's actually Alex Weeks there just questioning the umpire. He got a decent old shove from Hurlhan, but the umpire ruled it was within the rules. So, Maguire. Adcock doing the ruck work. Gets the ball down. Here's a chance for Pate now. This way, that way. Gets on the right foot. Puts it across, but a defensive mark taken by Carmody deep in defence for the Devils.
Yep, with the socks up, as he has all season. Finds Biggs. So Big Biggs kicks the ball low beautifully to Taryn Sanderson. Pistols talked about the skills from both sides. They're on today on a beautiful deck here at Qube Logistics Oval-Nairne. Well weighted pass to Sykes. Couldn't quite take the one-hander. Bruno Hone sniffing. Here's Zach George-Dent and Molesy pushes him out of bounds. Scotty Bowe says throw it in just in front of us here. This around from the Sean Tate bar area, and coming up at half time we've got a very special guest. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, speaking of cricket, we'll just say that.
Boundary throwing inside 50 here for Mount Lofty. What can they do here? Zach George-Dent handballs out. Good. Oh, that's not.
Well,
okay. Maybe last year it would have been
umpire
differently.
Scott Lowe officiated yesterday. There was a few of those paid.
Okay.
Anyway,
25 metres out from goal here for Mount Lofty. Kuiper clearing ball. Finds Maguire, who started this one well with the flowing mullet. Kick inside 50. Sanderson will fly. Brought it to ground level with the right mitt. Out towards the boundary line. Carmody trying to keep it alive, but it's going to be a boundary throw-in just in front of the flags, which are slightly flapping. Nothing really to speak of.
and also in front of a packed terrace areas. Benny Golfin said in front of the Sean Tate bar. So ruck duel. Carmody got his hands down trying to crash his way through O'Brien. Past Brisbane Mine, North Adelaide. Was past captain and best and fairest winner at the Dogs. Spent the last couple of years down at Spock in the Adelaide Football League, but back with the Dogs this season. So ruck duel, Biggs ineffectual. Trying to grab it there was Cannon. Trying to feel it out is Houlihan. As the siren sounds in the background to end a pretty entertaining first quarter. Elimination final, Jaden J. Hill. So we know last man standing affair and well, prudently paused at quarter time. Onka Valley 3-4, Mount Lofty 3-2. 2-point ball game for the Dogs.
Yeah, like I said, in the last 4 elimination finals, the team that's been in front at quarter time has gone on to win the match. So we'll have to wait and see if that transpires today. But well done to both teams. Really hard-fought quarter there. Just some of the stats here. 17 inside 50s to 12 in favour of Onka Valley. 51 kicks to 48 in favour of the Dogs. They also won the marking count 18 to 16, with Mount Lofty winning the handballing count 36 to 27 and the tackling count 43 to 42. But the centre clearance is 5 to 1 in favour of Onka Valley.
As we go to the break, we'll get you to check up during the break because, as you said, the Dogs have beat Mount Lofty on both occasions this year. I'd just like to see the relatively scores in those two previous games. We know Mount Lofty only kicked a goal in the first half last time, so obviously the Dogs were in front at quarter time, but the previous meeting earlier in the season. But as I said, it's quarter time here. Onka Valley in charge 3-4 to 3-2. You're on the Quarter Wild, the Vibe of Hills Footy. We'll be back shortly for the start of the second term.
This is the Hills Footy League. Match of the day.
U20. Benny Goldfinch working the phones. And the phone
Yeah,
this
a
afternoon.
few comments on the Hills Football League Facebook page, Call of the Wild Facebook page as well. We're on Filming Footy YouTube. Jackson Thompson said, a cute kick from Harry Weeks. That was to kick Mount Lofty into gear with the first goal of the match. We'll go live in a sec. Cosma Q, are you streaming the Gumaraka Football Club game? Well, not today, but we're going to be doing the Country Division Grand Final day as the Devils go forward here. We're just going towards the boundary line. Pushed over. Great goal Shermanator by James Coventry, who also says Damo and Connor are cousins. And he said great goal Ned as well. Big Ned Maguire kicking a goal. And I've just got a few more comments here on the Call of the Wild page as the Dogs look to clear. Oh, here's a goal.
Chance off the boot.
Oh, no.
Minus score.
Angus Winwood, candy stripes are looking glorious in the weather. Go Devs. I've got to say, both sides looking great with the brightness of their colour.
It's the fire.
Come alive, hasn't it? Catherine Coccioloni, woohoo, go Dogs, 23, well done, Mitch. And Sam Sevenboom says, go Blackwood. So there you go, just to change things up there.
Wrong day. It's this day. But thank you for your enthusiasm, Samuel.
Good comment.
One of the great young ruckman. So, Devils go forward through Eckerman.
Oh!
Off hands nearly, a big grab there. Spills out the back. It's a chance. Handball out here. A great pick up by Clarissa. Gives it back. But
Throw.
every time the whistle it's gone, that was Jeffries off to the races. Looks like a free kick is
The throw. Umpire
a throw,
Bowen
illegal
scene.
disposal. So it's going to be
Kai Tucker.
Kai Tucker, former perhaps teammate of
Yes.
Sam Zevenboom, the Blackwood days. So Kai in his first season with the Candy Stripes spent some time. Also
Step.
25 metre up by Scott
Goodness.
Bale.
What was that for, Jaden? Bit of chip?
Could
Chip?
be wrong. I thought it might have been someone running around the protected area.
Ah,
It could be some
similar to
chirp.
yesterday.
I'm not 100% sure.
Should ask
Just
Big
need to go
Bob.
back on the
So Kai
replay if
Tucker
we can.
from Point Black Range, he'll kick from the goal square. And, oh,
Has he missed?
has he snuck that in? Just, I'd suggest.
Squeezed in.
Yes. So Tucker,
Bees diaphragm sort of stuff, that one. That was just snuck in.
rather fortunately, but he got the required result. So Mount Lofty sees back the lead here. 4-3 to 3-4. 5-point ball game here in the Call Wild as we see the replay of that. Goal umpire moved exceptionally, but it was good enough for him.
So back in the middle. Big Bigs. No Wes Weeks today, is that right?
No, injured last week, correct.
Okay. Of course, Riley Grundy, I think he's overseas. So Big Bigs mainly the sole ruck today against Blake Fanning at the moment. We know Connor Dunn can go in there as well. Jesse O'Brien in the middle, along with Rhett Cownan for the Dogs. Rucks go at it. Carmody also in the middle. Houlihan, great handball to Jesse O'Brien. Long kick inside 50. How will it bounce here? Well, it won't even bounce. Damo Peterson takes the mark, who can play a bit of ruck as well. So Damo Peterson works the ball out of the fence. Carmody looks like he's the target. Brought to ground level. Kai Tucker just has a little bit of a look at Houlihan there as it goes out of bounds just near coach Mark Watson, the Dogs coaching group. Sidelines as well. Trainer. And it's 3-4 Onkas, Mount Lofty 4-3, 5 points to margin. Beautiful sunny conditions, elimination final day here from Nairne.
Ball comes down there, trying to struggle his way clear as Calnan. Side of youngsters still eligible for under 18s. Of course, played rep footy against River Murray earlier in the season. So the leaper is Fanning, gets it out. Clarissa, handball over the top.
Gone.
Green, who's run down.
Devils have left it.
Good tackle by Ace. Ball ends up here with Borden. Max Variety goes forward.
Oh!
Target up there.
Courageous
and
mark,
a good
Harry
mark
Weeks.
taken up by Harry Weeks.
Just near Tomo and the camping van.
So as I said, Weeks the reigning Coventry Door best and fairest medalist at Mount Lofty. Oh, great crumb
Tyson
there
Hone.
by Hone. Off to the races. Check
Great.
sides it with interest.
Goal.
Loves it.
Great
Devils.
start to the second quarter, Mount Lofty.
So 2 goals in the first 4 minutes. As we see the replay here. Great crumbing here by the former mullet, Tyson Hone, because under 18s and reserves premierships at Sturt. Coming back to the home club. Puts it through gleefully. 5-3 plays 3-4 in favour of Mount Lofty, Jane Joe.
Yeah, just a rare mistake there from, I reckon it was Joel Dent and Zach Kuiper, both going to ground, and that allowed Hone to just stroll into an open goal. So with his brother Josh Hone, I think, playing today against Adelaide and Sanford.
And Bruno's out there as well. So back in the middle, Fanning.
I'll just give you a quarter time score,
Yep.
Benny. Country Division first semi-final, Macclesfield 5-2, leading Kangarilla 4-2. 1 goal ball game out there at Kangarilla. Gamaraka, sorry.
Entertaining, like this one. Devils just skipping away slightly here. 2 goal lead now. 6 minutes gone in the second quarter. Jesse O'Brien. High tackle against O'Brien. Okay. Free kick to the last goal scorer in Tyson Hone, who played in Sturt's Reserves Premiership last year. Kick to the half-forward line. That man that Jaden's talking about, Zach Dent, takes the mark. Kicks it out towards Coccioloni. And it's gone out of bounds. Jack Reed is going to hand the ball back to the boundary umpire here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a boundary throw-in.
It was Jack Reed getting ready for summer season. Because Premiership cricketer at Stirling. Just setting the scene for a half-time chat, so stay around for that.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. Half-time Pistols going to have a good chat to a local legend. Here's a chance for the Devils through Carmody. Works his way out of the stoppage. And that'll be last touch. Free kick for Onkas. I think Angus Schutt, is it?
I think it is.
So Schutt, who came into the Dogs lineup a few rounds ago, I think against Hardorf. Wheels on the left boot, kicks it high. You can see the breeze holding it up. Here's a chance for Green to Houlihan. Goes backwards to O'Brien, or I should say forwards, because the Dogs are going this way. Adcock versus Thompson. Just couldn't quite take the mark there, and you can see the wind working through Tomo's hair there beautifully.
So, Academy boy comes in a bit, the pitch in front of the Sean Tate bar terrace. Adcock doing the ruck work. Gates Biggs comes down. Here's a chance for Hone. He's been busy, got the tucker, had a touch of the fumbles. Good enough to regroup. Gets boots the ball up the line. Intercepted by Zach George. Sent for the Dogs. Squares it up. Getting back there. Taking it. Intercept is McTaggart. So Sammy McTaggart.
Wind's picked up Pistols and Jane. It's going towards Mount Lofty's end.
Goes straight to the centre of the ground fans board, and he was off.
He
Looked
was.
for support.
Oh!
Wow. Good tackle there by Gabba, in my opinion, but umpire Bo saw it differently. So, Borden puts the ball forward towards Week. Can he trap it? He's under pressure there. Also around the corner there for the Devils.
Reed, I think it was.
Yeah, across the Tucker, still keeping the ball in. Kuiper, I think. Ball comes out here. Gets assistance back there from Zach George. Dead close to the boundary line. Could that be last touch?
Jaden, are you seeing a reason why Mount Lofty just appear to be just slightly getting in front here?
Well, the tackle pressure's been pretty good, 18 tackles to 12 at the moment, but really it's just Onka Pringa's inside 50 conversion, just bombing inside 50, and Mount Lofty seem to have someone always back there at the moment.
So Fanning takes front position, gets the ball down, trying to thread his way with Zach George. Intercept there for the Devils, having a ping.
Carmody, I think.
Off the side of the boot through for another minor score. So Devils have raised 1-2 towards the Brakunga end of the ground, perhaps marginally assisted by the wind, but Onka Valley yet to score after they led 3-4 to 3-2 at quarter time, and now trail 5-4, 3-4. 2 straight kicks the difference.
Jane, you got something?
Oh, it's just 5 inside 50s from Mount Lofty for 3 scoring shots, I think, so good conversion rate again from them.
Yep, they've had some issues with efficiency this season, below 40% at periods, and today they got it on, 5-4. Riley Sinnott kicks the ball out of the fence for the Dogs. Breeze holding it up. Eckerman tries to gather it. Going to have a stoppage situation. As you can see, beautiful camping van there set up with the annex. Stoppage situation. Biggs in ruck. Good smother. Bruno Hone was trying to kick the ball forward there for Mount Lofty, and umpire Scott Bowe, who officiated in last year's grand final at Nairne, is in the heat of the action once again here for this elimination final between two evenly matched sides at the moment.
Is Bruno Hone involved in it?
Gone.
Passage. I'll tell you what, the free... Oh, he's pinned holding the ball against Houlihan.
Always tell when they're going to do that.
It's Max Biggs who's going to take the resultant free kick.
Oh, Shermanator.
He'll give it the Shermanator, who threads himself through nicely. Goes deep inside 50.
Oof.
Target there, defensive. Oh, great gather there. I think that was Sinnott. Drives the ball back from whence it came. Taken by the slug Green. Gets it across into a teammate who'll centre the ball nicely. Conchalona, who's been busy, a goal kicker. Devils, bang up, taken by Damo Peterson. High kick forward. Off hands.
Is that a mark?
Carmody appealing for the mark.
Well, I
And
think
it's been paid.
Has he paid
by
the mark
umpire
or
Williams.
a free?
Gamma there, who's been on the end of some, interesting umpiring decisions so far.
I think Mount Lofty got the free kick count slightly in their favour in this quarter.
So Carmody, was originally North Gambia product. Bone digger in his line of work.
Is that right?
Archaeology. Has kicked 8 goals for the season. Benny?
All right, here we go.
So
Mount
let's
Lofty.
see who can uncover a goal here.
Third goal in a row.
He cleared the line. We might have to go upstairs for that one.
All clear.
Oh, So Devils, third unanswered goal for the quarter. Just making a little break here, Jaden Jehill.
Yeah, I tell you what, the next was pretty vital, to be honest, because if they get the next one, it's out to a 4-goal margin. So Mount Lofty doing well though, 17 kicks to 11, inside 50s 7 to 3, and marks 6 to 2 at the moment. So in tackling pressure is 22 to 12. So well done to the Devils.
Alrighty, just having a look at the forward line here. Jake Adcock opposed to Tomo. Mitch Cocciolone opposed to Damo Peterson. Dogs are keen to move it down this end of the ground. Well, they've got a chance here. It goes towards the half-forward line. Good backing up here by Eckerman, but it's a free kick here for Damo Peterson, who was looking to go to Eckerman for a push-out. So Peterson, he's saying, I'm going to go along the wing, is he? Well, you see the wind holding up there, or just slightly pushing it to the right. Good hands from Sanderson, goes to Hone, works it around the corner out towards Tomo and the camping van. And
Sinnott, I think it is.
Riley Sinnott takes the mark, shielding the eyes in the sunshine here, not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful conditions from Nan. We've had wet conditions here previously this season, but at the moment sunshine as Zach Jorg-Dent takes the mark and spots up Gamma.
So Hayden Gamma past Nan footballer. This is up to Jesse O'Brien. So O'Brien just on the edge of the 50-metre square. Puts towards Adcock, the forces the target, sets himself.
Oh.
Good defensive work by the Fabio man. McTaggart getting involved, also the Shermanator, Will Sherman. Well, it said for him, no. Well done by Carissa, trying to caress the ball forward, but deflects off his hands right in front of the Onka Valley coaching group. You see Coach Mark Watts there shouting instructions. Done a pretty good job to take the Dogs from Wooden Spooner into at least an elimination final. Comes down here. Meanwhile, umpire Reece Williams has picked the free kick. I think it's
as you can hear, the
going to
Dog
go to Damien
supporters
Green, the slug. Handballs it off to Sam Green. High kick.
needs to present here.
Adcock sets himself. Mildy at the back, bouncing his pike. Held up. Good tackle applied on him by Reed. Comes back. McTaggart got to Hone. Tyson variety. They're out of trouble for the time being. Over the top, ball comes to ground level. Collared there, Carmody just lays a good strong tackle.
Probably could have locked that inside 50 there.
Infringed there on Howard. Howard quickly gave it to a teammate. Kuiper puts it forward. Jeffries has got 3 to beat, but it hits the ground. Oh, nice and gathered there.
Tucker goes to Aish. Or was it Miles? Sorry, Miles. Little Master works the ball out of defence with a beautiful torp. Hasn't quite come off there to Riley Sinnott in the shaded area there. The old gum tree on the wing, providing some nice shade for the players on the outer side. That's a good kick. Come off here to Damo Green. So Damien Green works the ball out towards Green versus McTaggart. 2 of the young guns in the comp. Green takes the mark. Outside 50. Will kick the ball inside 50 here. Thompson versus Adcock. And Peterson just infringing there, I reckon, on Tomo's run at the ball.
Just blocking his teammate. But once he gets in front, big
kick for the skipper.
Big Jake, he's a hard man to stop.
Jake the
Listen,
Snake, here we go.
Had his best season. Injuries haven't held him up this year, Benny. It's been overseas and socialising, travelling. So Adcock, 27 goals for the year.
Loves it.
Make that 28. So finally the first goal of the second term for the Dogs. Moves along to 4-4, Jaden. Gets it back to 2 straight kicks, 6-4 to Devils on the call of the Wild, the Vibe of Hills footy.
Much needed goal there.
Yeah, I know it's only a second quarter, but it was a timely captain's goal there. So well done to Jake Adcock. 24 kicks to 21 in favour of the Dogs, which I guess is surprising considering that Mount Lofty have kicked 3 goals to 1. The tackling count 28 to 14. That's not surprising by Mount Lofty. Their tackle pressure has been pretty good this quarter as well. Inside 50s 8 to 7 in favour of Mount Lofty, and the centre clearances is 2 each at the moment.
Back in the middle. Let's see if the Dogs can go back to back. Archer Borden opposed to Jesse O'Brien. And I reckon he's given away a free kick here, Borden, to O'Brien. Very aware of him at that stoppage. So O'Brien kicks the ball inside 50. Tomo once again with a bit of a run at it. Brings it to ground level. Adcock, great work though, the skipper. Dangerous handball in terms for the Devils' defence because it opens up for Green to have a shot at goal. Tucker in the best position here in the back pocket takes a relieving mark at the 16-minute mark. Mount Lofty 6-4. Onka's 4-4, second quarter action, elimination final, a ring-a-ding-ding.
So, ball up the line, taken in by Zach George Dent. Intelligently just centres the ball to Jesse O'Brien, who managed to find space. So, Jesse O'Brien.
Yeah, Lofty very aware of him, obviously.
32 goals for the season. Plenty of experience, as we said, AFL and Sandford. Sets the ball up.
Wind
Hold up in the wind.
Oh!
Oh, cousin.
Can we get a look at
cousin
that?
there? I tell you what. No kissing cousins there. It's
It is elbow to the chops.
wow, high contact we should suggest there. As the ball comes in, so
Dartfish replay here.
that'll be one to talk
Is that
about.
cousin versus cousin?
Absolutely. That'll be one. That'll be
Oh.
one to talk about at the Christmas catch-up. So, Connor Mildy kicked the first goal of the match for the Dogs. A chance to kick their fifth here. It just rubbed salt into the family
Cousins.
room here.
He's missed.
He has missed it.
Oh!
As Peterson just lets him know about it. So a little bit of fire in the game. The elimination final. So, after all that, Eckerman brings the ball out. Kept under his Kuiper. Off hands is Carmody. Clever handball out to Tyson Hone. Will it sit for him? Yes, he does. Uses pace as he breaks forward. Sanderson in the box set here. He's helped by Wiggs. Gives it back to the Mullet and Hone. Runs into an open goal.
McTaggart.
Foot races on McTaggart. Will he get there first? Two number 11s. Sinnott, McTaggart, one with the pace, but couldn't convert accurately in the end, so through for a minor score. So, interesting period of play here at the moment, boys.
Yeah, just something could concern Mate Watts is how easily it just took Mount Lofty to just go up towards their forward 50 there.
I just noticed someone in front of me here's got a Nambrem United A-grade premiership shirt on. I thought maybe it's been printed a few weeks early, but no, it's just a few years old.
I
It's
think
the
that might
country
be the
division one.
2017
Yeah, that's
Premiership,
right.
Benny.
But
if
who
you
knows,
recall.
maybe they'll be printing one in a few weeks
The Chris Laddams show that day, if you recall.
against Ironbank. Meantime, is this Jesse O'Brien? Yes, it is. O'Brien's got a few touches in the last few minutes. Works the ball across to Riley Sinnott. And that's not the best kick. Sam Green seeing the ball out of bounds.
So, McTaggart sends the ball in high. Sykes used his body well. Get rid of his opponent there in Sinnott, but that's the way the umpire saw it, so no mark paid. So Riley Sinnott with the ball deep in the back pocket for the Doggies.
2 goals to margin.
2 straight kicks as Benny Goldfinch says. Nurses up the line, going across as Alex Weeks, as we said, survivor of Mount Lofty's last A-grade finals appearance in Division 1 back in 2010 preliminary final. So Weeks, the veteran, sends it towards the top of the square. Backs heads themselves. Hands are plenty.
Oh, good work,
It's a
Tyson
chance
Hone.
for Hone. He bobs up everywhere. Willard the Wisp around the corner, but not his best effort. Out of bounds on the full. And I think it might be Sinnott to bring the ball back in. And don't forget, as we head towards half-time, stay tuned. A very entertaining chat coming up.
Yes.
One of Nan's finest. Bit of confusion there. Just a bit of a hole in the fence down there. So finally, it's going to be Sinnott to bring the ball back. Camp right next to the right-hand point post. Bakunga entered the ground.
So Sinnott will bring the ball in for the Dogs towards the half-back flank. Here's a chance for Onkas. Chain of handballs. Ends towards Adcock. Takes the mark. That's good from the big skipper. Oh, not the best kick, but will it come off here? Tyson Pake, ground level versus Reed. Tried to get it to Connor Mildy, who was running past. And it'll be a boundary throw in just in front of us here, and the Nan group.
It's just trying to slide handball at the pack, just couldn't get his hands clear there, Benny. So the 2 cousins down here, just close quarters once again. Throw in, Adcock doing the ruck work over the back. O'Brien forces his way forward, comes here taken by Borden. Gets that towards the wing area. Last touch right in front of the coaching group. Boards out there, a bit of Joe Biden work with the aviators on out there,
Yes.
Benny.
I'm sure he'd love to be compared to Joe Biden.
Wasn't Biden.
So, stoppage, boundary, be a kick here for Angus Schutt. Kick inside 50, Archer Borden. Didn't quite get the aerial advantage there. Ground level, Weeks, Hone, Tyson Variety. Mayo for the Dogs, tried to get it on. Meantime, Max Borden kick favouring his teammate there, Alex Weeks. Morby, under pressure from Adcock. Kick out of defence. High ball, pack form, ball hits the deck. Tyson Hone gets it to the little master Miles into space. Oh, nice work by Sykes, just trying to put off Sinot there, but Sinot up to the challenge and works the ball out of defence for the time being.
Good game of football. The way the ball was just moving from end to end. Comes back here. Handball comes back to Borden. This time Max.
Kuiper.
Centering ball. Where's Hone, who's in and underwork, has been superb in these dry conditions. Gets it back here to Kuiper. Kuiper goes wide out there. A cruel bounce, but good enough to take. It was...
McTaggart.
He is taken. Oh, McTaggart tagged him well.
Huge tackle.
And wins a free kick. Great tackle by young Sammy McTaggart.
Could be crucial. 22 minutes gone, second quarter.
Has played rep footy this year, senior footy, because spent some time at North Adelaide. Puts the ball forward, off hands. Taken there by Kuiper. Hits a sheepdog getting in the action.
Shermanator here.
Be last touch, so Will Sherman will take the result. Free kick as the ball is retrieved amongst the well-packed crowd lining the boundary here at Qube Logistics Oval in Nairne. Trust you enjoying the Call of the Wild Sunday special. Happy Father's Day.
Shermanator kicks the ball inside 50, dangerous position. Aish. Ball hits the deck. I think that was ordinary in the contest. Meantime, here's a chance for the Dogs to clear with a chain of handball, ending with Joffa Jeffries. Sweeping handball to Houlihan. Spots up O'Brien. It opens up for the Onkas here. They could go all the way here through Sam Green. He could run and carry here. Well, he's going to link up through the middle of the ground to Coccioloni, who beautifully passes the ball into space. All it has to do is go towards Pake, but it goes towards Morby, who rushes the ball through eventually with assistance from Reid for a minor score. So,
Tell you what, that was like coming down the main street at Oakbank there. The race was on. As Borden brings it back in straight down the ground. Finds Maxi Biggs. So Biggs with the ball. Swings that wide the wing area.
oh, shielding the eyes, big fanning.
Well done, right off hands by Kai. Tucker goes forward, Sykes territory.
Oh,
in
good
front.
scoring.
Great defensive work there by Sinot. They both take a tumble to the ground. Sinot recovers the quickest, but ball boots him over the boundary line. So, as I said, the speed the ball was transitioning, Jane. Plenty of entertainment here on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, you're right. Some quick transitions there from both teams. And I'll tell you what, both teams would love a goal there. Mount Lofty getting a goal, putting 17 points in front.
And a breather as well with some hydration, I'm sure. Is that a sling tackle? No. Okay.
So, umpire Morgan Price coming in.
Sheepdog's going to have to get a lot of bottles at half time here.
Yeah, so the heat, not used to heat after the drizzly and chilly conditions in recent weeks in the Hills Football League. Ball comes forward in the box seat here, over the back. Morby gets assistance there from a teammate. Morby, long sweeping handball.
Ooh.
Tempted tap on there by Peterson, appeared to hurt himself.
With the clap on.
Ball comes out here, O'Brien feeds it, going to ground. There's Dunn, the young man.
He's hurt his elbow, I think, Damo.
Yeah, in that attempt to block. Ball comes out to Coccioloni. What's it? Mitch grabs the ball. Cleverly gives it back to the run of Joffa Jeffries.
Put this down.
Fires. That's a great team goal. Great finish by Jeffries. Coccioloni getting involved, but a bit of concern here for Peterson, who's left the arena. Well done by Kine and Dunn as well.
It looked like an elbow injury, Pistols. You know what I'm like with calling injuries, but as the Dogs make a double change, Damien Green coming back on. Damien Green and Connor Mildy as Tom Mayo and Tyson Pake, Jaden, have a bit of a breather, but experienced campaigner stepping up, kicking a goal.
Yeah, would have loved that, Ben Jeffries, and he's one of the 8 that played here last time. They played in the final on Kapringa Valley, 46 kicks to 38. They're leading the Devils. The tackling count 41 to 33, so it's been pretty pressurised this quarter. And the inside 50s, 16 to 14 in favour of Mount Lofty.
So Lofty kicking 3 goals in the first 10 minutes this term. The Dogs have counted late in it. 24, 25 minutes just about to tick over, so the Dogs will be pretty happy as they sort of kick against a slight wind here towards the town end or left of screen.
Tommy Mayo just getting his right knee re-strapped here.
Okay, so ball held in now. Umpire Morgan Price on the scene. To ball it up.
Right calf, I should say.
So, up they go again. Fanning will be the leaper. Gets it down. Houlihan tries to thread his way clear. Got it to a teammate. They drive it forward. Mildy. Spot by Morby. Oh, good crumbing there.
Gone.
Carissa. But spot on tackle, good call by Benny Goldfinch. And Jack Reed will relieve the pressure.
Reed kicks the ball out of the half-back flank area to the wings. Big Biggs takes the mark. Handball on to Aish. Jake Aish kicks the ball into the half-forward flank. Here's a chance for Mount Lofty. Sanderson goes over the top to Hone. Snap round the corner. There's the immediate reply from Mount Lofty. And I think Bruno Hone was involved in that link-up as well.
So Tyson Hone finishing off his goal for the term, and as Benny Goldfinch called, just the right reply. Good work there, Brendan Hone getting it on. Sanderson and Tyson out the back. Tyson Hone finishing off.
He's had a quarter,
nicely.
Jaden.
He sure has, Goldie, and I tell you what, there was 18 inside 50s there for Mount Lofty. 41 kicks to 47 though in favour of Onka Pringa Valley. So it'll be interesting to see who can get the next centre clearance. Not long left in this term.
I tell you, his brother Joshy Hone getting in the advertiser team of the year for a small crumbing forward work. Tyson's certainly done plenty of that himself this afternoon. This is a chance taken by Houlihan. Chance for the Dogs. Can they ping one back before half time? Cruel bounce for O'Brien. Favours Eckerman. Taps it forward. Tripping over. Jeffrey's coming forward. In the meantime, umpire calls advantage. Free kick. Underground. Wormburner by Borden. Taken there by Schutt, got to a teammate, drives it forward, camped under it, should take the mark. No, spilled it was Borden. Mildy coming in, grabs the ball, looks for support, gets it back into Jeffries, last goal kicker, shoots out a wide handball.
O'Brien.
Taken in by O'Brien, just cleverly lifts it, puts it towards Coccione.
Sean Tate Bar area.
So, as we said, right in front of the populated Sean Tate Bar terrace area.
Big kick.
So Coccione kicked the last goal for the Dogs in the first term.
Just a bit of advice there from Anthony Harvey, of course, the runner here for Dogs.
Of course, former Nord Premiership player. Strong Nord connection in the Dogs team. So, Coccione.
Here we go. Big kick for Coccione. Gives it everything he's got, right to the line. Adcock. Fisted through by the Golden Fist in Tomo, and that's rushed behind 5-7 Onkas. Mount Lofty 7-5 as we wriggle towards the 28-minute mark. Can Mount Lofty get another scoring shot here from the kick out for Eckerman? He's a good user of the ball. Goes a thumping kick out towards the old gum tree, out on the other side, but it's a mark here for the Dogs. And they've got a chance through Howard to Gamma. Kick inside 50, O'Brien. Carissa floating in front, takes the mark.
Nice work, Jesse O'Brien there, Benny. As the ball come in, just used his body to create the path.
Right on half time from the kick out.
So Carissa. Important kick here, 10-point margin. Could make it back to under one kick, obviously.
Kick 9 for the year.
So he will kick from about 30 metres straight in front. Jacob Carissa. 201st senior game.
They'll get around him.
On the way in.
Oh, here we go.
Day two. Game on, boys. Half time. So Carissa nailing it. After siren. So very good quarter of football, J&J. Just take us through before we head into half time.
Yeah, well done by both teams. That was a great quarter there. A total of 97 kicks in that quarter, 53 to 44 in favour of Onka Pringa Valley. Even though Mount Lofty kicked 4 goal to 3, Onka still won the kicking count. The tackling count 48 to 39. Good pressure there from Mount Lofty. Handball 28 to 21 in favour of Onka Pringa Valley, but Mount Lofty won the inside 50 count, 18 to 17. Pretty good effort considering they lost the first quarter inside 50 count there, Pistols.
So, at half time, it's Mount Lofty in the elimination final, 7-5-47, leading Onka Valley 6-7-43. We might head to half time, just check out a few of our supporters and sponsors' messages, and then we'll be back here. Don't go anywhere, because during half time, we might even score. Back soon.
This is the Hills Footy League. Match of the day.
Welcome back live here. And half-time, very exciting and interesting elimination final, Hills Division football. A grade, Mount Lofty 7-5-47, Onka Valley 6-7-43. So 4-point ball game, and as we said, no prize for the loser today. Once they'll be out the door. But football season, finals on the way, but not too far on the horizon is the cricket season. We've been very lucky to be joined by this man, flying back, how's this for dedication? Flying all the way back from Queensland to join us on the coverage today. And we're talking about Nairne resident, all-time, all-round good guy. Lucky you brought that script in for me to read.
Thank you, Pistols.
TK,
Yeah.
Thomas, Kelly, thanks for joining us right here.
Thank you for having me, boys. Appreciate that.
Good to see you. What have you been doing? As we said this time yesterday, you're probably playing cricket.
Yeah, this time yesterday I was in Brisbane playing cricket for Western Suburbs District Cricket Club. Great bunch of blokes from there. So yeah.
For those who might be aware, Thomas, South Australian Redbacks cricket, and of course Adelaide Strikers. So as we said, cricket season, but already your season's probably started. A few weeks ago.
Yeah, pre-season been going for a while, but went to Darwin for a training camp, and then obviously to Queensland for a bit of their grade comp, which is quite good at Queensland cricket to allow interstate players to come and play. So yeah.
Fantastic. So you just drift up there, mate.
Yeah, bit nicer weather.
Take the coffin, and away you go.
Great, even though today is beautiful weather here, but yeah, bit nicer to just sit in the t-shirt and shorts. So
yeah. Of course, as we said, resident of Nairne, because your brother played a bit of cricket last year for the Razorbacks.
Yes.
You just love the Nairne community, getting around. Of course, the football club's an integral part of that, and you would have been very pleased with their efforts yesterday, winning their first final. Not just winning it, they actually did it very well.
Well, spoke to a couple of them during the week, but obviously missed it, being in Queensland, so a bit of a shame, but from all reports, quite a clinical performance from the boys, and hopefully next week, you never know, obviously Harndorf for the form side, but...
Hey, just being such a high-performance athlete, do the boys just use you to get in their head and just help them prepare?
Oh, I think at the end of the day, they're still country footballers, so I can't imagine they're too high-performance Pistols, but no, they're all right. They've worked hard, the Nairne boys, since December, November last year, so they deserve everything they've got coming their way, hopefully, and yeah, hopefully that's a medal around their necks on grand final day.
And of course, early in the day, we saw the reserves have a good win in the elimination final, eliminating last year's premiers in Mount Lofty. So they have got the depth, and of course, a few junior sides also involved.
Yeah, it helps, doesn't it? Great game of footy, that Resi's game, along with this A-grade side, A-grade game as well. But yeah, they played great footy. The wind swung around sort of late in the third, and thought Lofty might run over the top of them. But yeah, Taz Coleman showing his experience. Sort of centre half back late in the last quarter, and probably pretty influential in the win, I'd imagine. So, yeah.
Now, what can we look forward to the coming summer? Not just from you personally, but the Redbacks. So we certainly this year we're going to finally make a really big push, perhaps to gain that elusive Sheffield Shield.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, yeah, I don't know how many you've seen
hope
Pistols,
so.
but I've never seen one. So, no, we obviously made the one-day grand final last year. Went down to a pretty strong WA side, so. Been a pretty big focus in pre-season. Just it's one step further. It's one extra win. So you never know. And then Shield cricket, win a few games and get yourself to the final. Once you're in that 5-day final, who knows what can happen. So
and of course, with the BBL, the Strikers, because a bit of a change in the lineup this year. So you'll be able to get more mirror time now. Peter Siddle has moved on. TK,
righto, Pistols. Just because you can't get him on up here, mate. But no, yep, Sids is. Yeah, swapped over to the Gades this year, but we've signed obviously Darcy Short, James Baisley, young, he's just a year older than me, nice all-rounder from Queensland, so hits a long ball. And then the draft's on tonight as well, so we'll wait and see who we pick up. Hopefully we take Rashid Khan in the round one, but yeah.
So well, last year the vibe was he was going to come back, but he's got to go into a draft situation.
Yep, yeah, so you go into the draft, but we can retain him.
So he's fallen out of love with Adelaide? Or?
No, he loves Adelaide still, so...
Okay.
Yeah, so we can retain one player in the draft, so I imagine if someone else bids on Rash, we'll be retaining him, you'd imagine,
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, you're looking pretty fit, mate, and love the attire.
Thank you,
Dartfish, good to see you sporting the club colours for us. What's it involved pre-season? What have you been doing? Obviously doing the endless laps of the Oval, the weights, look at you look like Arnie. What have you been doing?
No, trying to get myself fit for A-grade football next year, Pistols.
A-grade football?
No, we're going all right. So, yeah, plenty of gym, plenty of running, a lot of hitting balls. So it's been really good. The boys have a bit of a smaller group this year at home for pre-season with England back on the cards now. obviously no COVID, so fair few boys took that up, and yeah, just been working really hard on getting the body right. A few injuries last year, so yeah, fingers crossed that translates to some on-field performances. So.
Yeah, the injuries when they come in the field, or wouldn't be when you're batting.
No, it's not where I'm batting or where I'm fielding, so just a few niggles as you sort of start to get out of your teenage years, and you don't quite look after your body that well when you're 18, 19. So learning to look after my body a bit better, what I put in it, and the way I look after it in terms of recovery. So
you have the dietitian and all that sort of stuff?
We have, yes.
Seriously?
Yep. So obviously living out of home now as well, which is a bit different. So
what's your the call of the Wild team after this will come around your house for tea? What's your go-to meal, TK?
I think we're firing up the Barbie.
The Barbie?
Yep.
So you have a Barbie every night?
If I could, I would. No, we bit of a mix, so which is all right. Obviously, get out here a couple of times a week for dinner, and so yeah.
Get a good home-cooked meal.
Yes. Yeah. Correct. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, good. Sorry.
Chip in here, a bit of some questions. 3 people you'd love to go on a fishing charter with, or that can be, deceased or living at the moment. Just anyone. 3 people you'd love to hang out with.
Andrew Simons, obviously the great
man,
passed away, but great fisherman. I know you've been saying it a bit today, and Nairne legend, Sean Tate.
There you go.
So, yeah, I've had a few beers with him, but would love to go on a fishing trip with him. And someone else a lot. Geez, who else would we want to take? Probably Pistols, I think.
There you go.
Yeah, we're taking Pistols on the fishing trip.
Sammy Morgan, he'll be shattered.
Sammy Morgan will be shattered, so will Rob Crook. So
Yeah.
Crookie won't be out. He's fishing at the moment over in Coffin Bay, actually. So
Really?
yeah, I know. He's hopefully bringing back a couple feeds. So but,
Yeah, community football. Sorry. Community football, obviously your brother Corey, he's over playing in Kangaroo Island.
Yes.
So it's just the vibe, and you see the roll up here today, community football, it's fantastic, isn't it? Community
Oh,
football?
it's great how it brings towns and communities together. Like obviously the Hills is a bit more populated than probably Kangaroo Island where my brother plays, but yeah, it's what it does for the community is great, and so everyone comes out, especially with weather like this. Everyone's got a smile on their face, and
So what's the match report from Kangaroo Island? Who's he playing for, and how they going?
he's part of Kingscote Football Club. They're in the prelim next week against, I reckon they've got Wazanga, so Western District straight through. Winner of that plays Western District's grand final day. So yeah.
And just a question, TK. Obviously, Australia playing South Africa at the moment. Who's impressed you? Matt Short had a good innings the other night as well. Who's really impressed you, obviously, from the strikers and in general?
Yeah, how good's that? Shorty. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And Spencer Johnson, obviously, another proud SA boy. Get his debut. I think who's impressed me the most, obviously Mitch Marsh is. I think we all sort of knew how class a player he was. It was taking him a bit of time to show that on a consistent level, and now he's just taken the full Mickey out of international cricket. But I think what impressed me the most was the other night, more the experienced players coming back into the side, like Berendorf, Abbott, and them just showing that they're still probably the number 1 T20 attack for us, like Ellis as well. Obviously got all the new blood coming in, but for them to and it just shows how much depth we've got in Australian cricket at the moment, with the new blokes coming in who are unbelievable as well. So I think it's really exciting for Australian cricket in the next 5 years that we've got all these quicks coming through, and the batters too. So
Fantastic. And obviously been paying close attention to this game. I know you love your sport. How do you see it at the moment? Who would you tip the...
Well, I see it as 4 points of difference, Pistols, but
Yep.
I don't know.
Have you noticed that someone's going to run home with it?
I tell you, I am watching the footy, so I don't see which way this is going, to be honest with you. Got a couple of mates playing for Onkas, so and a couple of mates playing for Lofty too. So to be honest, maybe some extra time footy. Get the lights on under lights at Nairne.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you which way this is going to go. It's a beautiful game of footy, and 2 very deserving sides who have both beaten some grand final contenders this year too. So
Good on you. All right, TK, Thomas Kelly, you're a superstar. Thanks for joining us, giving us your time. We know you're a busy man as a professional sportsman. And Jane just said if you could leave a couple of tickets for the Nova deck before you go.
Of course he did.
Very happy with that. But Thomas, thank you very much for joining us. All the best for the coming season. We'll be following your career very closely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, nice attire. Very thoughtful. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thomas Kelly joining us in the halftime break for a very good chat in the lead up to the first class season. So, all in readiness here, half time. As we said, it's Mount Lofty with their noses in front, 7-5 to 6-7, a 4-point ball game. We can also tell you another close one, the other end of the hills. Macclesfield 9-5, leading Kangaroos 7-5. So two straight kicks there in the country division elimination, well, first semi-final as well. So good chat there. It's Jaden J.
Jaden J slipping into the hot seat. We continue on with the finals rotation here. I've got a few comments coming in on the Hills Football League Facebook page, Call of the Wild Facebook page, where we're also obviously on Filming Footy, but YouTube. But how good is that? Thomas Kelly, Adelaide striker, SA Redback. Hopefully see him one day playing for Australia and just here at the footy enjoying himself. He's a great man, great local
They
man.
just queue up to be on the Call of the Wild, as you know. So we're underway, second half. Dogs go forward through Jesse O'Brien. Off hands there. Adcock was the target, trying to control it. Big Jakey, the force over the top. Bouncing ball. Here's Thompson. Golden Fist Fabio one. Goes out wide to another man with pretty good locks in McTaggart. Keeps the ball close confines there. Ball over the boundary line. Yes, as you said, it's great to see people like Thomas Kelly.
Just here
Professional
with us,
sportsman, but,
just hanging.
Still enjoys community sport, Jane.
For sure. So Christen out, works up the ground, and yet good strong mark there by Tommy Mayo. So hoping to convert here for Onka Pringa Valley.
As you saw, Pistols, yeah, that right calf heavily strapped. I saw it in that term, so be able to test it here on the right boot. A few comments coming in. Keith David, go Devs, and Rob Sampson, love the stream, watching from Bali, come on the Devils.
Rambo. Just give Buddha a bit of a pat in the belly. Rambo, while you're over there, good luck.
Push that one to the right. Jaden, keep going.
So Mount Lofty now. Eckerman's going to bring it out here in front of some little Dogs fans there. So Ashley Eckerman going to bring it out for Mount Lofty. Kicks it up the line towards the crowd there. Pack goes up. McTaggart gets a handball over. What can they do? Hone. He streams forward.
Ooh.
Kick couldn't quite get the target there. Sykes
How's the
kicks
kick?
inside forward 50. How's the kick here? It's going to bounce. It's going to keep bouncing. What can they do? Mount Lofty get the snap away. Kenny goes straight up. Fanning's got the sit here and decides to
weird.
punch it through.
Interesting.
Didn't decide to take the mark. Decides to punch it through. And there's Zach George Tent now going to bring it out for Onka Pringa Valley.
Yeah,
George Dent-
it's right, keep going.
Streams it out. Over the back there, a good mark taken there.
O'Brien.
Brian, plenty of experience, goes out wide. He's got a man here in the distance. Pinpoint accuracy. As I said,
Carissa.
precise movement. Coccione got the ball from Carissa. Set sails for goal. Mitch, foot races on. Goal squared. It's going to elude everyone out over the boundary line. Ben?
Jason Popey, he said number 12 for Onkas played 17 games for Brisbane. Yes, he did, Jesse O'Brien.
Absolutely. And also North Adelaide. Dangerous kick there, but it came off. It ends with Borden. Borden goes out wide. Soaring, turning back the hands of time. There was the little master,
He's pumped, isn't he?
Sammy
What
Miles.
about the player within this, anyway?
Puts it up the line to Borden, who's run on nicely of the Max variety. So in the shade of the old gum tree there. Nurses the ball forward.
Oh, drifting. Alex Weeks.
The target was Harry Weeks. Alex intercepted, comes back to Houlihan, plays a bit of keepsy off this way, that way, gets on his favoured left, puts it down the line. Well, it said, improvisation there from Sam Green. Still has control of the ball. No, he hasn't. Gets assistance there from a teammate. Stacks on the mill. Eckerman involved there. So we'll have a ball up just inside the centre square, Gumtree side of the ground.
Good desperation there by Sam Green. Fanning gets the tub out in the ruck, looking for O'Brien. He gets it on the second grab, but Mount Lofty now, they get the handball forward. It's Green again. Good desperation there again, but it's going to be thrown in by the Academy boys. So, first goal here, vital for both teams. 4 points of difference. Just nearly 4 minutes gone, so Academy boy throws it back in. Gets the tap down, but Tucker, he gets the handball away. What can Mount Lofty do? Go inside forward 50, looking for Sykes, but Riley Sinnott. And well done to him. It's going to be a point there for Mount Lofty. Rush behind. Then bring it out is Zach Jewel Dent. Gets a quick kick away. Finds the target there. So what can they do here? Onka Pringa Valley.
Ooh.
Kick forward. Couldn't quite find the target. Fanning picks it up. Good pick up by the big man. Houlihan gets the handball away. I reckon that's Mildy, is it? Gets the handball over. O'Brien goes inside forward 50 here for Onka Pringa Valley. One-on-one situation. Morby, well done to him. He gets the kick away in the middle of the ground. They're looking for Miles. No, that's
Borden.
Max
Borden there. So he's been infringed by Zach Jordan. He's going to have the kick right in the middle of Nairne Oval here. Looking to go inside forward 50. Borden. He does that. Looking for a target there. Coming across there. But couldn't quite take the mark.
Yeah, he's taking the mark,
For
but
touch. Oh, he's going to play on, is he? No, umpire Williams says no, get back.
the Dogs defenders there thought they'd touched it.
Zach Kuiper, Benny, thought he touched it.
Right at the back of the bus. I thought it was off hands, but umpire Williams
So
obviously
Harry Weeks.
better position, Benny. So it's going to be Harry Weeks who kicked the opening goal of the game in the first minute. Chance to add to his tally, and also the Devils. 5-point margin at the moment, 7-7 to 6-8.
Yep.
5 minutes in. So Harry Weeks, as I said, winner of the last 2 Coventry Doors Best and Fairest medals for the Mount Lofty Football Club. Talented footballer, left footer, sits on its way. I said this could be a anti-climax. We'll wait for the decision. Yes, just to go umpire.
Goal umpire went a long way to his right there. Dogs defence just have to reload now, Jaden, after that early goal to Harry Weeks.
Yeah, you're right, Benny. So 11 points the margin. So I tell you what, some interesting moments for the goal umpire here today. There was one, wasn't sure if it was out in the full or it was behind, and then that one too, but in good position. Well done to the goal umpire there. So what can the Dogs do? Next goal is vital, really. If Mount Lofty get the next one, it's out to nearly a 3-goal margin.
So back in the centre, be Fanning up against Biggs. Biggs back in the side this afternoon. Umpire sets it up. Leapers comes down, trying to crash his way. Houlihan feeds it out in the direction of O'Brien. Intercepted nicely by an exciting youngster. McTaggart puts out wide to another youngster. Will it sit for Kai Tucker? Yes, it does. Right in front of the coaching box. Nurses up the line. Finds Ace. Ace gets it back in the 1-2 to Tucker. He goes inside 50. Sykes territory over the back, got his hands to it. Here's the big man Maguire. Just couldn't get his hands to get the handball to McTaggart. Desperate defence here by the Dogs. Ball comes out. Here's the slug. Green gathers the ball. Feeds out the handball. Once again, gets his own ball. Gives it back to Gamma. Gamma to Fanning. And then gets it to Howard. Up the line, over the top. Wing area. Here's Carmody racing across. Cocciolione bundled over the line there. Umpire Bo saw it. And the ball will have to go back to Mitch Coccione, who will get a free kick.
So Koch now. What can he do? Right in front of boards there. Coach Mount Lofty. So Mitch Cocciolone assessing his options. Had the short option there, but didn't take it. Goes up the line towards the caravan there. And, yep, it's been touched, I think. Oh, no. Ashackham was going to take the kick in, so no one got a touch on there. There was a few players appealing that it was touched. So Eckerman now clears out for Mount Lofty. Up towards the line here. Pat goes up. No mark taken. Tucker now gets the handball out. Bit of a kick, but couldn't quite get the distance there. Pat's going to go up. Houlihan amongst the ball. Weeks there as well. Fanning. Tackle. Jeffries.
Carmody looks like he's going to
Carmody,
come off
just
here.
to the right of screen there, signalling see the trainer almost immediately where he's done holding a hand by the looks of it. So hopefully he's been in pretty good touch so far in this game. So umpire Bo going early was Biggs, close to the boundary line. Houlihan cleverly tries to keep it. He follows up, but finding the ball bundled over the line in front of a pretty packed boundary line here at Qube Logistics Oval. Just repeating half-time score, Country Division first semi-final, Macclesfield 9-5, Kangaroo 7-5.
Boundary throw in, interchange wing. Carmody just currently getting a bit of work done from the trainers, it looks like, along with Biggs in the interchange bench area. Umpire Bo's got a free kick here, and it's gone for Joffa Jeffries, who kicked the important goal in that second term for Onkas. Kicks towards the half-forward line. There's that iron fist from Tomo out towards the boundary line. He's the spoiling king, no doubt about that for the Devils. And we'll have a boundary throw in out of side. Jaden, Mount Lofty in front, 8-7, Onkas 6-8, 11 points the margin.
Yep, so boundary umpire throws it back in. Fanny gets a tap to O'Brien, clever there, trying to shrug 3 or 4 Mount Lofty opponents. Gets a handball away. What can they do here? Onka Pringa get the snap. It's a high ball, Carissa, but the ball's going to bounce out. Bit of a leg break there, and it's going to be a last touch kick there to Mount Lofty. So they bring it in now, up the line. Tomo's there. Jeffries as well. Kuiper. Tucker. Borden underneath. Peeling there was Onka Pringa Valley for holding the ball, and umpire says, yep, give it to me. Umpire Williams there, Pistols.
So, Williams, Fanning gets the ball down. Once again, Houlihan. So give her around the clearance. Packs here. Following up there, also involved there was Jesse O'Brien out over the boundary line. So just conferring here with the academy boy, the last touch. There'll be a ball in, as we suggested. So good common sense umpiring there, wasn't sure. So good crowd now. So I think you can see Leaf Dawes in the distance there, that distinguishable beard. Watching the Devils. So big throw in over the back. Sanderson, will it sit for him? He's touching the fumbles. Here's man who doesn't fumble, the little master and Miles around the corner, clears the pack, bouncing ball. Sykes just steams out, gives it to Harry Wicks around the corner on the left. I tell you what, said so. I tell you, this could be almost a remarkable goal, but anti-climax through for a minor score. So Mount Lofty have kicked 1-3 in the 10 minutes of this third term to behind from the Dogs.
So kick in here for Zach Jorg-Dent. They need a goal here, the Dogs. 2 goals to margin. He's got a short option here in Gamma. He goes further afield out towards the half-back flank area. That might favour Sanderson here. Taryn Sanderson. Ball spills out. Umpires let it go through the middle of the ground. Here's a chance for Mayo for the Dogs. Kicks it inside 50. 1-on-2 situation. Once again, the iron fist in Tomo out towards the boundary line. Pake. It's gone out of bounds.
Plenty of pace played there by Pake. Adcock, as you said, 2 against 1. He just needed perhaps Pake around the contest as the crummer, but not to happen.
Jaden.
So, opportunity here for the Dogs to cut the margin back to a single goal. Adcock in the ruck there for Bulldogs, but it's about Lofty who clear towards the middle of the ground.
Weeks.
Umpire says play on, so Weeks now goes inside forward 50. Sykes and Sinnott, who can keep their feet, who can take the advantage here. Sykes keeps it in cleverly for a teammate Aish.
Oh, sensational.
And how good was that by Sykes?
Get a replay of that.
Very, very clever there. Goes to Aish.
Riley Sinnott, I reckon, pulled his hamstring.
Oh no, that would be disaster for the Dogs.
A cramp.
As the sheepdog gets out, look at this remarkable work by Sykes. Just clever toe poke to Aish. Desperate lunge there, and Sinnott is in a bit of trouble. He's signalled to the bench, and he'll be hobbling off here, which is a bit of a blow. 12.5 minutes gone. Lofty 9-8 now. A little bit of a break, 6-8, so back to 18 points here. Elimination final coming to you through Call the Wild, through Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish. Trust you're enjoying our global coverage. Robbie Sampson probably having another bing tang as the Devils celebrate another beer. So back in the centre be umpire Reece Williams, worldwide stream, Barley and all. Back in the centre, comes down here. Brian takes the ball from Damien Green, goes forward. Need a quick reply here out the back door. First to get there for the Devils. Defensive work, go to ground, edge of the goal square as you can see, so dangerous territory.
Straight into the dugout, Riley Sinnott. I reckon it's a right hamstring.
Certainly been consistent throughout the season and has been pretty prominent here this afternoon. So umpire By will set it up. Ball comes down there. Whistle was gone. Free kick looks like it's going to be Damon Peterson, who himself was in the wars just before half time. Benny with what appeared to be a wrist or arm injury, but back on deck now.
Yep, so Peterson clearing here from Mount Lofty. Goes towards the pack forming here. Kuiper. Carissa, Mount Lofty trying to clear out. Oh, well done there. Mayo, very cleverly there. Inside out steps. Kicks inside forward 50, looking for Adcock there. Eckerman, Mildy, sorry. And playing against his former side, Connor Mildy. And it's going to be another boundary throw in here. 9:62, plays 6:8:44. Nearly 14 minutes gone in this third term. Adcock in the ruck. O'Brien, umpires found a free kick. And it's going the way of Mount Lofty.
So Devils with the ball.
Bit of a shake of the head there by Coach Mark Watts.
Comes out here to Miles, trying to tap it to his teammate. Follows up. Here's Mildy getting involved. Against a couple of former teammates, including his cousin.
Mitch Cocciolone coming off the ground, and he looks like he's a bit sore as well.
So the Dogs, yeah, absolutely. So the Dogs just a bit of attrition here at the moment. It's taken by Miles. High kick goes high and it goes longer. Pack sets himself. Qube off hands waiting in the back of the pack. Comes back here to the experience of Jeffries. Threads his way through. Puts it back to forward line. Pack settles over the top. Comes down to O'Brien. Clearing handball out wide. Peterson under pressure. Gets the ball back.
Morby.
Round the corner is Eckerman. High kick once again. You can see the wind playing havoc. Comes straight down.
Cocciolone on the ground now, and it looks like a right hip. It's just getting a bit of work done on it by the trainer.
Sam Green getting up a little bit after that contest as well. So the Dogs, a case a bit of walking wounded at the moment as Carissa chasing the ball. Couldn't keep it in. So the Academy boy will pitch it in right in front of Paul Thompson, just lazing in the lounge at the motorhome.
Sinot's got the ice to the right hamstring, so I think his day's done.
So opportunity here now for the Dogs. Matt Lofty looking to clear. Good tackle there and good battle there by both opponents.
Yeah, Houlihan and Matt Lofty opponent there. Weeks. Two Terriers at a bone there.
So ball up. Eckerman sort of got the handball away there. Weeks there. O'Brien clumsily went over there, but Little Master gets the kick out. That was Miles. Kuiper, well done. The intercept king there. Cool by Goldie. Takes the mark. Plays on. Bit of a shambles here at the moment. Kicks it forward. Kuiper goes inside forward 50. All done by Tomo. Tucker. Borden. Gets the handball out. Looking to clear here, Matt Lofty, and they do. Quick kick up the line. And good mark there by Weeks, I reckon that was.
He's had a big quarter.
He has.
So Harry Weeks, interchange area, puts it forward. Sykes territory. Drifting across, as we call the intercept king, Kuiper, as we've seen him so many times this season, quickly switches it across to his partner in crime in Zach George Dent. Has one bounce, as Bruno Hone closes, nurses up the line. Diving mark, didn't carry, gives it back to George Dent, who's run on. He has a bounce. Look at him go, Manasseh style.
Oh, sensation.
3, 4, 5.
Go all the way,
Kick
son.
the goal, son. To the top of the square. Getting back there, Big Tucker spoils the party.
They're down to one on the interchange bench at the moment, the Dogs, and that's Big Fanning, so they're going to have to rely on a lot of heart here to get over the line over Mount Lofty, who I reckon look like they're at full strength on the interchange bench. Meantime, Devils pressing here. Eckerman trying to get the kick away, eventually does off the ground. Here's Little Master, is it, or Archer Borden? Good handball out. Shermanator. Maguire, sorry, so many mullets out there. Maguire, Big Ned. Kicked the goal early in the match. So Rucks go at it on the wing. Here's a chance for Mount Lofty. Alex Weeks just overrunning it. Great pick up by Carissa. Good tackle there by Max Borden. It's gone out of bounds just near the Blues Brothers sort of looking coaching staff of Mount Lofty with the shades on. Kick forward. Here's a chance for Harry Weeks. Kuiper with the fist and the zinc on the nose. He's just got to keep going here, keep the water going to these players. It's early 20 degrees, and we've gone 19 minutes in the third term. 9-8 to 6-8. Mount Lofty in control.
So two goals plays, one behind. Ball comes down here. Great work by Hone. We know he's dangerous around the goals. Peels for the free kick. No, umpire Williams right on the spot. Illegal disposal holding the ball. So right in the deep in front of us. In defence, it's Hayden Gamma with the free kick. Gamma goes long up the wing. Fanning's the target. Also Carmody looks like the mummy there with the head strapped up. Here he is. Gets it across, either that or he's got a toothache. Gets the ball, long handball, got the Shermanator. Here use space, go long, forward pocket. Here's a chance here for Bruno Hone. He's under siege, got his hands to it. Be settled there with a couple of tacklers. He's paid it, is it high? In fact it is. Umpire Reece Williams ruling it high. So Brendan Bruno Hone has sit back in Candy Stripes this year for a couple of seasons down with Peak.
Jesse O'Brien now on the interchange bench. Looks like he's getting a bit of work in his calf muscles.
So Bruno Hone only kicked the one goal. It's only his 4th A grade
Good to
game
see.
this season.
Cocciolone's back out there, so that's good.
What we'd call the Chris Laddam's pocket in the past. See if he can convert. He has converted and out of bounds on the full there, Jay.
Yes. So Onka Pringa now. Was it nearly 20 minutes gone in this third term? Need to find a goal here just to cut the margin. And Zach Jordan, opportunity here to clear. Just assessing his options here at the moment. Probably going to go on the outer side, and he does. Pack's going to form here. Well, couldn't quite take the mark. Done, I reckon that was. What can they do here? Got a good strong tackle there by Mount Lofty.
Umpire Bo.
Yeah. And umpire Bo says you had opportunity. And good tackle there by the Sherman.
He listened to the people. Let the people decide.
So the Shermanator now. Going to go inside 50 here for Mount Lofty. Who's he looking for? Looking for Sykes, is he?
It's not all the way, Jay.
Don't worry about him. He
The
says, "I'll do it."
Shermanator.
He says, I'll do it myself.
So
They
don't-
get around. Will Sherman. Just kicked that great rebounding goal in the first term. And then from a set shot, great conversion as we see on the replay here. So Will Sherman.
Sensational
Ninth
goal
goal
from
of
the
the
Shermanator.
season. Great distance.
Says don't worry about the target. I was going to kick it with big sticks instead. So 24 points the margin. 10-8, 68, plays 6-8, 44. Nearly 21 minutes gone in this third term. Onka Pringa Valley hoping to get this centre clearance here and I guess put some pressure on Mount Lofty, who are doing all the scoring at the moment.
Jesse
three-
O'Brien off the ground at the moment. Just
Three,
Yep.
3-3 to 1 behind is the tail of the tape in this third term.
Riley Sinnott day's done as well. Pistols, obviously.
There's a chance trying to break through there is Sanderson. Ball still in the centre circle of the ground. As we said, 21 and a half minutes gone third term, and the Devils had that 4-point lead at half time. They've stretched it. So going forward here, the Dogs. Stretching up was Mildy. Trying to get the ball clear, holding it up there. Ball comes out. Here's a chance for Pake. He's beset by Peterson. Mildy lurking. Eckerman as well grabs the ball. Tackled by Mildy. Takes him to ground. And in the end, umpire will come and ball up some 35 metres out from the Bukunga end, to which the Dogs are kicking this end, but they've only raised 1 point so far.
Yep, half forward line. Forward Dogs. Clearing kick there. I think that was a Shermanator. Cocciolone spent some time on the interchange bench along with this man, Declan Carmody, who looks like he's got a bit of a toothache, as Pistol said. Swinging ball, finds Borden. Borden, handballs over the top. That's holding the ball, Jaden, so the Dogs have got a chance here through Tyson Pake.
Yeah, good pressure there by Pake. So the number 4 here for Onka Pringa Valley kicks across towards the middle of the ground.
Tommy Mayo.
And towards the middle of the 50 there, Tommy Mayo. So it's either a man to kick a vital goal for Onka Pringa Valley. Mayo could be the man. 17 goals for the season. Also Eastern Zone representative as well. So Mayo, an opportunity to cut the margin to the 3 goals.
We spoke to the pre-game last week. Benny had last season off over in Port Lincoln.
Concussion early in the year.
Yep, so here's a chance right behind him would be James Davis, and that will have the vision of the ball fading to the right, so minor score. So Onka's just 2 behinds, as I said, against the return of 3-3, 6-9 to 10-8. Call it a wild divide of Hills footy.
Yep, so Mount Lofty clear out. Looking for a mark there. Done, well done. Puts it straight back inside forward 50 for Onka Pringa Valley. It's all Mount Lofty here at the moment. Gets the handball over. Thompson finds his teammate. Quick kick there. Carmody takes the mark. Gets the handball back. What can they do here, Mount Lofty? Go up the line. Kuiper there. Couldn't quite take the mark. Pressure here. What can they do? Weeks.
Put
He's
this
going to take a
down.
couple bounces. Goes inside forward 50.
Put this
Looking
down.
for the goals. And there you go. Weeks, thank you very much. And puts the margin back out there. 29 points.
Champagne footy from the Devils.
Time on in the third term.
Great hustling too by Jake Aish. And Harry Weeks he knew he was going to kick that. Third goal, and the Devils interchange bent went up as one.
Yes, I love that. The Devils faithful, and Like I said, 29-point margin now.
So, 4-goal return in, well, they call it the Premiership quarter, even though it's the elimination final. It certainly goes a long way to keeping you in the hunt for the Premiership. And Mount Lofty has had 4 goals to just the 2 behinds from Onkas.
Great defensive work from Mount Lofty again.
So, back in the centre, Fanning still leaping. Sanderson having a go in ruck as well. Ball crashes out. Here's a chance for Brian if he can get free. No, he's having a touch of the fumbles. Finally gets a bit of a mung kick forward. But fortuitously, Adcock couldn't complete the mark. Here's the crummer in the pake. He's having trouble keeping his feet as well. Puts it forward. Kochleone was the target, but out over the line, I'd suggest the fabulous locks of Nick Thompson to bring the ball back in.
He's been good.
Yes.
So Thompson now clears it out his 50. Oh, well by Fanning. He's been good for the Dogs. Gets a handball to Kuiper. What's it? Kicks it up and it's going out of bounds on the full. So an opportunity here for Mount Lofty. Damo Peterson going to take the kick out for the Devils. So 25 minutes gone, and there it is. So 25.5-minute quarter there.
As you see, Riley Sinnott iced up, hamstring.
Yeah.
Zach Jordan just having a bit of a breather, and another Onkas player in the dugout as well. So I reckon they're down to 1 player in this final term, the Dogs.
Yeah, Calnan there as well, Benny, with his knee strapped. So as you said, could be walking wounded here for the Dogs as we turn to 3/4 time, 11-8 to 6-9. So what we might do is just take a quick break and we'll be out here for the final term here. Call of the Wild through Filming Footy, bringing you the Hills Football League Division 1 elimination final. Back soon.
This is the Hills Footy League Match of the Day.
Finished with defeat in the earlier B grade. elimination final, but their A-grade team at the moment in charge by 29 points. Here on the quarter while we've got to thank Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish, and of course the Hills Football League sponsors. Police Credit Union, Closey's, West End, Sports Power, Sharon, Courier, Rossdale Homes, Sports Centre and Think Road Safety. Jaden J. Hill making his way back. We'll just get all the vibe of what happened around the final huddles shortly into the final term. So crowd just dispersing off the oval. Umpire Morgan Price ready to get things underway as he holds the ball off. So the last quarter of the season for one of these sides at the moment, Mount Lofty making good pitch to extend their season. The centre, ball comes down there, O'Brien in there, goes to ground trying to bullock his way clear, held right in the centre circle, so the umpire will come in and repeat the commencement of the quarter. Jaden J, just the vibe around the huddles.
Yeah, Mark Ross was just saying to lower the eyes when they go inside forward 50 and just in general as well. And so not to give up, still in this. Onkas and Boards was praising Josh Sykes' cleverness in the forward 50 as well and just said keep running.
Yeah, well, we've got a comment on that. Hayden Cutting said top play by Sykes on the Call of the Wild Facebook page. Rob Sampson said great goal. Catherine Coccioloni says Pellegrino de Rosa. There you go. So yeah, he's getting involved there. Then a big final term here, Onkas.
So clearing kick out, taking a good mark there, standing his ground with Sam Green, who's batted pretty honest. We saw him last week when he put in a pretty good performance. He's followed up this afternoon. Puts the high ball forward. Jake Adcock is the target, got his hands to Thompson over the back. Ball spills out, Eckerman gets it, feeds off the ball to Will Sherman, who's been very handy, good defence and also a couple of goals out here towards Houlihan. Takes a very well taken juggling mark.
James Coventry says a bit of Aish magic. Ollie John's got some advice for Jaden Howard, and Liz Heidenreich says, come on, Onkas.
Better movement here. Coccioloni, good to see him back. Finds a bit of space. No, good pressure there, holding the ball. Good persistent tackling there by Damon Peterson. 3/4 time, Country Division first semi-final. Macclesfield 11-8, leading Kangaroo 7-7.
Yep, meantime, bang in the middle of Qube Logistics Oval in Nairne. Onkas need a goal to get us underway here in the final term if they're going to be a chance, you'd feel. 6-9 to 11-8. Riley Sinnott's day is done with a hamstring issue after that beautiful work from Sykes in that forward, in that goal square area. First goal here for Mount Lofty could be the nail in the coffin that gets their first finals victory since 2010. Ironically against Onkas, also an elimination final. James keen to say something here.
4,750 days between
I found
finals.
it was actually preliminary final. They actually beat Blackwood the following week in the first semi, so yeah.
There you go. Stoppage situation. Half forward line. Aish. I mean, that was a little master. Got it to Carmody.
Yeah.
And that's a miss. He's got a bit of a toothache.
Don't know if he was happy with the result or he's wincing in pain with that toothache.
He's heavily strapped up there to the face. Must be really pleasant to have that sort of strapping on a day like today.
You'd love it in winter because it'll keep you warm, but pleasant conditions here as it's been all day. As you can see, shadows on the ground.
Bit of chafing under the chin.
Yeah, like he hasn't got a beard.
Yeah.
Benny, like your good self.
That's right. Cactus. Hayden Gamma works the ball out of defence for the Dogs. High pack situation. Here's a chance for Houlihan in game 150. Kicks the ball out towards Coccioloni. Can he butter up here? Spent some time on the interchange bench in the third. Tried to cleverly slap it on to Mildy. Tomo, the Iron Fist, he's played well. Good work by Tomo. Works it out to McTaggart. Morby, Eckerman. Here's that Devils defence. Tucker. To Carmody with the toothache. Back to Tucker. And that's gone out of bounds on the full.
Picked that interchange gate nicely. So you can see it's the flag fluttering here in front of the Sean Tate bar terrace. So Schutt centres the ball. Target was O'Brien. Was he pushed out? No, said the umpire. Comes to Ash Eckerman around the corner. High kick. Camped under will be Sammy Green. Reaches for it courageously. Comes down to O'Brien. Follows up. Green. Well done. Gets out to Coccioloni. Front of the terraces.
Oh, good smother.
Kick was smothered. So forward taken by Mildy. He's got to quickly get onto his foot. Tries a reverse in the crowd. The Bronx cheers from the Devils supporters. Give him a little bit of the serve. Out of bounds.
Shermanator's played well, hasn't he?
And Morby will take the kick in front of the scoreboard, which wins Mount Lofty 11-9, 75 Onka Valley 6-9, so 5 straight kicks the margin.
Yep, kick out of defence by Morby. Out towards Big Biggs. Good mark though by Zach Jorg-Dent, who's had another great game. Onto the left boot. Tomo will fly along with Adcock. Adcock brings it to ground level. Ball out towards Pake, who has a flying shot at goal off the ground. That's gone out of bounds on the full. Dogs just need one here.
They're pressing, just a little bit of luck here. So, ball will be brought back in by the vice captain, Ash Eckerman. Of course, Hills representative skipper this season, also zone footballer. Was a seasoned premiership winner in his days at Harndorf, looking to guide the Devils closer to winning the flag this year. So, high kick out. Fanning, front of the bus, over the back and taking another good mark is Qube. I'd like to see his stats on how many overhead marks he's taken. Been very consistent throughout the season. Puts up the line. Oh, Houlihan, big leap. In fringe up before acceptances, or else tunnelling, or...
Tunnelling.
There's another dog on the ground. Perhaps he was interfered with. It's Connor Mildy. No, it's going to go back to Houlihan. So, Adam Houlihan, as Benny Goldfitch said, his 150th A-grade game. 15 goals for the season. Needs to kick this to give the Dogs some sort of fight. It's going to drift across through for a minor score. So, boys, since half-time, the Dogs have only registered 3 behinds. They trailed by 4 points at half-time. As I said, they've only kicked 3 behinds in the second half to 4 goals and then thus trailed.
That's right, Pistols. Players shielding their eyes. The Shermanator brings it to ground level. I think that was Big Ned Maguire, actually. Still getting caught up with these mullets that are everywhere. Kai Tucker handballs out to Alex Weeks. Weeks out towards the wing area. Hone at least provided a contest. Ground level. Joffa Jeffries. Dogs just have to keep pressing here. Fanning goes backwards. I think it was Kuiper on the right boot with the zinc on his nose. Worked out of defence. That was Ned Maguire. And umpire Bo says I'll have it on the interchange wing.
Just repeating country division. First semi-final, 3/4 time scores. Mackie 11-8. Kangarilla 7-7. So Mackie could be on their way to a preliminary final against the minor premier Gamaraka.
As Kai Tucker works the ball around the corner towards the half-forward line. Little Master is just lurking to the left here. If the ball comes out to him, it goes to Alex Weeks. Weeks goes for goal, and he's missed. As the Sheepdog gets some water out to Nick Thompson.
So it looks like Gamma retrieving the ball. So the Dogs just get the feeling the sands of time for season 2023 slipping through the hourglass. They need some goals and quickly. So trail once again by 30 points. Comes out to Joffa Jeffries. So premiership experience at Nord. Nurses up the line.
Good mark.
Good mark taken there by Damien Green. Handballs onto the run of Mayo. Can he break clear? He's under pressure. Got it to Pake, who in turn is under pressure. Good tackle applied by Jack Reed right in the centre of Qube Logistics Oval. Umpire Bo lurking says no prior. So we'll come in and ball it up.
Jaden, we'll get to you shortly just for some thoughts at the next stoppage. Here's a chance for Tucker. Pate, good tackle. That's holding the ball.
Good call, Benny.
Dogs are sniffing here. Just need one.
Tell you what, you should be sitting next to Billy Tonkin and assessing the umpires.
Take it up next year. Who knows? Anyway, kick forward here by Zach Jorg-Dent. Didn't quite come off. Carissa good at ground level though. And that's gone out of bounds on the full as well. Jaden.
Yeah, just Dogs are pressing here. Just can't convert here at the moment, really. 30 points of difference. And, yeah, just trying to convert. 19 kicks to 11, though. Inside 50s 4-2 as Borden's going to clear here, Pistol.
Yeah, puts it straight down the tops. And Fabio hits the deck and off I go. Hair-raising stuff there as he puts up the line to Aish. Aish, let's say that way. Finds space, puts it forward. Centre corridor. Coming across was Harry Weeks. Chopped off there by Schutt. High kick by the Dogs under pressure. Eckerman comes towards it, volleyball style.
Oh,
Mate,
clever.
Clever tap to a teammate here going forward.
Johnson.
That was Johnson.
Oh!
Houlihan, the excitement machine. Taken off hands by Peterson. Got it to Thompson. In turn, got it to Sherman. Sells a bit of candy. Sweeping handball to Ned Maguire. Show me the money. Up the line, get there Sam Green. He's got support from Fanning. He's a touch of the fumbles. Mount Lofty mop up here through Age. Got space, held it up nicely. Gave it to Taggart. Down the line, superb pass to Harry Weeks.
Yep, inboard. Harry Weeks goes to Tucker. Tucker, kick inside 50.
Ah, Darman. Carmen.
That was really well worked there by the Devils and just didn't stop running. Exactly what Board said at three-quarter time, just to keep running and quick ball movement and an opportunity for the Devils to extend the margin and nearly put it beyond doubt.
Great work by McTaggart. Just held the ball up to allow his teammate to run in that spot. Now, James Davis, coming right behind Declan Carmody. He's kicked 8 goals for the season. Has one earlier in the game, second quarter. I think the goal umpire's going to move way too far for that, the registered goal. So Mount Lofty registered their third straight behind, yet to have a goal scored this term. Onkas with the one behind, so yeah, both sides needing goals in that spraying.
So kick out of the fence from the Dogs in the middle of the ground. Johnson, fist came from Eckerman. Pate taps it on. Coccioloni, I think it was, Carissa trying to paddle it on. Meantime, Mount Lofty should butter up here for Bruno Hone. Ooh, big man went up there. I think that was Biggs. Here's a chance for the Dogs. Fanning, kick towards the half-forward line. Adcock grasped that one, and he does. That's good. Dogs need one quickly. Kick into the forward line. Houlihan, will he fly again against Tomo? Oh, he's played well.
Supreme.
The iron fist. Fabio, call him what you like.
Another young man who's been pretty handy this afternoon. This man, Kai Tucker, as he said, first year with the Red Cat, goes backwards. We're right about the mullets. There's another one who's done well this afternoon. Shermanator puts it up to the man. Carmody, who just had the shot at goal. Well done. Gives it to McTaggart. Gives it back to Hone. Inside 50 again. Harry Weeks is the target.
Oh!
In fact, that's a great grab.
Oh, showtime.
Unselfish over the top of Sykes. He'll just run in and go bang. And you think that could be the sealer.
Showtime Devils. Showtime Devils.
Transitional play right from the teeth of goal up there in Jane and Jay.
Yeah, their transition today, the Devils, has been first class, really. Well done to them, and well done to Sykes there to get some reward for effort with his clever acts in the third term. And yeah, well done to the Devils. Just their transition's been really good.
Dare we say the stat would be, Jaden, that it's Mount Lofty's second consecutive elimination final win over Onka Valley.
Yes.
They're 13 years apart.
Yeah.
That's right. Taryn Sanderson looks like he's going to have a bit of a go in the ruck. Yeah. So Sanderson in the ruck. He'll love it. Sanderson going in ruck now with Biggs having a bit of a breather. Carmody with the toothache has a bounce. Will go on the left boot into the pocket area. And that's gone through for a minor score. Big thing, yeah. 12 or 13, Jaden. That's right, Jaden's just getting ready for the Archies and the Dartfish beanie for a player that we think's been most effective. Not necessarily best or whatever, just someone that's catching our attention. Been plenty on both sides, especially for the Devils. Sanderson got it to Hone. Back to Carmody. Carmody, meantime, goes to Sanderson. Sanderson over the top to Shermanator. Shermanator links up with Miles. Miles over the top to Archer Borden. This is great footy from the Devils.
Oh,
but it's cut out by Kuiper. Intercept.
yeah, great mark. Trademark. Even the last quarter, he's still working hard. Kick wasn't so good. Hone tried to complete a tumbling mark. Couldn't hit Sanderson. He's ragdoll. Comes back to Hone. Kicked it towards the top of the square. Lurking. Here's a chance out here for Ace. We know he does something special. Close to the goal line. Tries to keep it in. He's besieged by a couple of dogs. Dog pack. In fact, pushed over the try line there. No score. As you can see, people still enjoying the afternoon sun here in the Adelaide Hills. A couple of dads perhaps in the crowd just enjoying a lazy Sunday afternoon and well not Father's Day. So ruck duel. Adcock does the ruck work. Here's a chance for Ace round the corner. Flying then taking the mark. Jeffries, the veteran, goes out wide. Got the run out here of Gamma. Takes a mark and decides to slide down in front of the well-populated hill. Goes further afield to Gumtree wing side. Off hands there. Will it sit for Houlihan? He's been exciting in game number 150. Got it to a teammate. They go forward. Here's Consiglione. Eckerman over the back. Foot races in. Here's Pake. He's come from the clouds. It's on. 100-metre dash. Gravid cleverly. Pake wheels round. Goes bang. Great individual goal there. Good finish to young Tyson Pake.
Yeah, well done by the Dogs, not giving in here. 31 points the margin, and they've looked good in this term. They've been pressing and pressing and pressing. Just couldn't convert early, really. And like you said, 3 behinds before that goal by Pake. So well done to Tyson Pake. He's been good for the Dogs this year. Give him some good options up forward.
I think he was most effective earlier in the year.
Yeah,
Yes,
pair of
yeah,
Archies
Goldie,
and
yeah.
Dartfish beanie. Jaden wasn't here that day. So Tyson Hone into the action, and Declan Carmody with that interesting head strap coming off the ground. He'd be keen to get that off. Might be a bit painful actually taking that thing off. Meantime, Coach Borden would be impressed with his Chargers work here as Mitch Colcelloni hobbles from the ground. Dogs haven't had much luck since half-time in the injury department, with Riley Sinnott unable to get back out there after that Sykes beautiful.
And Consiglione just noticeably limping here, Benny, as he comes off.
Yep. Here's a chance for the Dogs. Adcock got it on to Joffa Jeffries. Kick forward. Damo Peterson with the mitts. Oh, there's another goal from out
Johnson.
Dogs. Johnson strolls in. Cuts the margin down to just over 4.
25 points.
15, nearly 16 minutes just ticking over now, boys. So I suppose
10 minutes left.
where there's time, there's hope. And actually, now 2 goals to 1. Didn't kick a goal for the entire third term, boys, which probably cost them the game. Not to say that the result's over, but they've still got a bit of work to do. 12-11. Mount Lofty 83, leading the Dogs 8-10, 15-8. So the Dogs will need everything to go right here in, say, the closing 6 minutes or so of this game. So back in the centre, can it start here? Adcock and Ruck, the skipper. Ball comes down, crashing his way through his Houlihan. You know, he won't give up. Flicks out the handball here. Gamma on the left foot, go long and direct. They need a marking target up here. Coming out to meet was Peterson. Toe poked it cleverly forward. Bounce eluded Tucker.
If you go by the Lee Matthews theory, a goal every 30 seconds, they're a chance. But
Well, Scotty Bowe with the ball here. Still about 10 minutes left. 25 points the margin. Another one here for the Dogs, and they'd be really believing. Johnson goes to Green. Borden. Green trying to just tap it on. Eckerman. Here's a Green taking on Tucker there, tied on the boundary line. Yeah, a lot of clapping coming from the Dogs interchange bench. Still going, as they've done all season.
I'll tell you what, there's been some good young men come of age in the heat of finals football this afternoon, Ben, on both sides.
Absolutely. Sanderson in ruck versus Adcock. Third man up was Green. Mayo.
Oh, don't
Watch
argue.
out. O'Brien.
Let's be special.
This will get them going, Pistols. They are well and truly still in this one.
Well, they said about something special needed, and then probably the most experienced footballer out there, the former Lion and North Adelaide Rooster, delivering.
19 points the margin. Still about 10 minutes left.
you talk about the iron fist, and you couldn't quite get the fist on that one.
No.
And O'Brien, classy goal there by the ex-AFL player.
Yes.
So, yes.
So Sonny's first for the afternoon, but what a timely one. Gives him 33 for the season. He's their leading goal kicker. So, the
Keep
Dogs
coming, the Dogs.
coming over with a very wet sail, dragging in the ocean, but you never know. As I said, when there's time, there's hope. So back in the middle, the skipper, Jake Adcock. Gates Sanderson comes down. Clearance here. Comes to Miles. Goes long towards the top of the square. Lurking. Sykes. Gates 2. Crumbing there. Bruno Hone tries to get out to Sykes. Could have been in the back of the Bulldogs player there. No, said the umpire. So tantalisingly close to just making the job a little bit harder for the Dogs. They trail 64-83. It's a 19-point ball game. Fanning. Ball comes down here. Dangerous territory. Stooping on his age. Flicked it clear. Could have been a bit high. No, said the umpire.
Let it go.
Tough in the trenches now. One side looking to get a goal to seal the result. The others desperate to stop it and get the ball up the other end here.
Let it go. Okay. 19 minutes gone. 19 points the margin. Dogs still alive. Need to go down the other end of the ground. Joffa. Fanning. Back to Jeffries. Lace out pass. Houlihan. Game width 150. Back to Joffa Jeffries. Just says, I'm going to take it towards the wing now. Sam Green's on here. If he can win out against Tucker, he goes to himself, keeps it alive. Hello, kick inside 50, Mildy.
Ah,
How's about that from Sam Green?
fantastic transition from deep in defence. The youngsters getting involved, as I said, stepping up in the A-grade finals. And Sammy Green, we saw him last week, very good, and he's continued that form in the
Jaden's
year.
just eager to say something here.
Right in front of the Devils here as well. So they
Well, turn around.
might be giving him some advice, I think.
Yeah, right in front of his ex-teammates
Connor
and
Mildy.
cricket mates.
Kicked the first goal for the Dogs back at the 9-minute mark of the first term. As we said, carrying the weight of the shoulders and the Devil
A little bit
army
of
on him.
advice coming from
The former Devil, can he cover himself in glory? He wasn't happy with his reaction, of course, getting a few Bronx cheers.
Well, it's 3 goals even now. Wouldn't we like a bit of extra time, TK
Well,
style?
PK style, yeah, exactly.
Thomas Kelly wanted some extra time. Oh, Tommy Joffa. Joffa inboard. Mayo. Oh, good work from the Iron Fist. Ball hits.
Umpire, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
umpire Williams. The other umpire called it high contact
Fair enough,
chopping.
Fair enough. Well, Tommy.
So Mayo yet to get on the goal kicking list this afternoon, but has
Devils
17.
players. Just feeling
Has
a bit
kicked
of nervous
17,
here, I'm
so-
sure.
must nail this. He's dead straight out in front. He'll kick from about 35 to 40, boys. So
Well,
the hopes of the Dogs
I'll back him in.
on this kick. He's pulled it wide. In
Oh.
fact, just lucky to sneak in for a minus score. So with about 3 out in a full and 3 behinds in this last quarter, Jaden, the Dogs have probably kicked themselves out of it.
Yeah, so Eckerman now.
Still time, Pistols.
Could be a handy point, you never know, but
6
time
minutes
is against them. So Eckerman now clears out from out Lofty. Pack's going to form. Fanning couldn't quite take the mark there.
Oh.
Tucker tried to get the kick away, and it's going to go out of bounds. I think keeps in his Houlihan right in front of the Blues brothers.
Yeah, they got the glasses on
It
over
might be
there.
time, Betty, but you need everything to go right.
Everything to go
on the
right.
other side that's chasing.
Spot on, Pistols. Yep. Keep going, Jaden. Talk us through it.
So Carmody there. Oh, Joffa, no worries at all. Takes out the ruck, looking for a target, but couldn't quite get it there. Was done. And we're on to Mount Lofty. They're going to clear now, Pistols.
Yep, out wide to Carmody, sporting the signs of battle. The former Mount Gambier boy pokes it up the line, taken in by Qube. He's wrapped up in the tackle. Here's Fanning. If they get it clear, the Devils' next score could be fatal for the Dogs. Carmody, high kick forward, 1-on-1 battle there. Ball spills to ground.
Ooh.
Here's a chance for McTaggart, close to the wing, under pressure from Howard.
I was
Comes back in at Bruno Hone, round the corner.
Oh.
Aha.
Took a leg break.
Leg break through for a minor score. That could have been, that's all she cried. But
Carmody's been good.
the Dogs still holding on.
4 minutes left.
But 22 and a half minutes just to tick over, boys. So don't know
Straight
if there's
down the
that
middle,
much
the
time.
Dogs.
Low and strong, I reckon.
Here we
3
go.
goals.
We've got to get it over the back here. Devils, though. Eckerman unloads the barrel inside 50. Dogs setting up nicely. Got to go end to end. Joffa Jeffries has had a big last quarter to try and get his side home. Houlihan.
Ah.
Here we go. 150. Game today. Has a bounce.
Next kick's vital.
Bit of poise inboard. Thompson. Sanderson. Weeks. Houlihan says, I'm getting back in the action.
Wow. That's like the old Raiders Mount Lofty rivalry there, because playing for the Raiders for many years. Houlihan.
Bit of blindsided work there.
Yeah, so umpire Scott Bowe. The crowd's still involved in this game deep in the last quarter.
Oh, behind play. Houlihan took out Tyson Hone.
Okay, so umpire Scott Bowe to rely. Oh,
Oh!
should shove Ace. Bit of angst settling into the game now. Carissa and Ace.
I think Holmes is going to slow it down a little bit here, I think.
If I was a guy in the red and white, I'd be just playing it calmly, because I'll be playing next week. I don't want to be watching. Ball comes up the line.
Or will
Another
they?
good grab
Never
there
know.
taken by Zach George Dent, who races on in those times. The enemy now.
Oh, little master.
Miles.
Sensational.
First A-grade final for Mount Lofty in Div 1 since 2005, Benny. Look at this, lace out the Sykes.
Beautiful.
Too much of a break there on shoot, and Sykes just,
Set up by the little master there,
Yep.
winning that ball in the middle
Sykes
of
has
the ground.
just got all the time in the world to steady himself. He only got the 1 goal,
Well,
which came from that good piece of work up here.
any score should do it here.
Josh Sykes, as we said, first year after crossing over from Birdwood, previously with Avildsen Football Club. 45 goals for the year, the leading goal kicker.
Coming across from Birdwood.
Yep, Birdwood, and prior to that he was at Avildsen. Top goal kicker last year for the Roosters. Traded the red and white
For
a
the
different,
red and white.
division. He does, save him buying socks.
Gives it a real heave-ho right to the line. Got some crummers here. Hone. Cleverly to little Master Miles. Harry Weeks for number 4.
That's a party trick to finish off.
Well done. Well done, Jaden.
Yeah, well done, Mount Lofty. I tell you what, it would be really promising for Coach Borden here. Onkers were coming, and Mount Lofty just had the poise there at the right time. Some clutch moments there. Little Master, Hone, Weeks, right place at the right time there, and even Eckerman as well.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, Eckerman.
Just a cool head.
Yeah, to make sure the Dogs didn't run on with it. So well done to Mount Lofty, deserving
Well, that's game set match
24-point lead here.
Goal number 4 to Harry Weeks.
He's got them before early in the
I know.
year. But
He's
yeah,
been,
well worthy of
He
the...
has been pretty handy. He's been very effective, but we wait with bated breath to see who.
He has won a pair of Archies in the beanie before.
At
Harry
Liverpool?
Weeks. Yes,
We
that's
don't want
right.
to clog up his wardrobe.
That's
Back
right.
in the centre here, dying stages of the season for the Dogs now. You suggest Sanderson takes the ball forward.
Nice kick from the young man.
Probably the sting gone out of it, and
Little Master.
no, I think it's
Ace.
Ace. Look
Similar
alike.
look, isn't it?
Only about 30 years difference. No, I don't mean that, Sammy. So, Ace, the son of Carl Ace, Chunga Premiership footballer. So, Jake Ace. Opportunity here just to put the icing on the cake. He started at left, and that's probably where it's going to stay in the close to the goal line. Oh, Sykes actually took the spoils, but I think in the meantime it was over the line.
Don't go anywhere after the match. Jaden Jay's going to take us through it with the player we deem most effective. Not necessarily the best, just someone
So
that
Mount
catches our eye.
Lofty in control now, 13-13 to 9-12, and I can probably hear down the line the sounds of Robbie
lady?
Sampson just heading to the bar in
Oh.
Barley to grab a bing-tang to toast a victory at
Well, it's
Lofty's.
been a while for the Devils.
Yep, as we said, their first win since the first semi-final in Division 1 back in 2015.
Jesse
There's a
O'Brien will kick
chance
this for a goal.
to bounce us through, so that's full points there, kicked by Jesse O'Brien.
Been
So
a-
he's kicked the last 2 goals for the Dogs, but
Been a very spirited final term from Onkers. He's got some injuries on the interchange bench. Has kept on coming.
Exactly what Mark Watt spoke about at the three-quarter time break, to make sure they didn't give up and to lower their eyes, and they've done that this quarter of the Dogs. But well done to Mount Lofty as well.
it's disappointing when your season comes to an end, but they'd be pretty happy. They've had a pretty good...
They're ready to push right up
you
there
know,
next year.
from one win last year up into elimination final until late in the season. They're probably challenging for top 3. But injuries, etc., has cost them. But plenty to build on, as you said earlier, Benny.
Well, they're on the
Continuity
journey.
for next year with all the
As Colin
re-signings.
says, they're on the journey.
Absolutely. So, comes back here. McBride. Houlihan. Cricket pitch area. Good tackle by Hone. Tyson variety. Umpire is pinged it, holding the ball. Says umpire Morgan Price. So, it's the sands of time run out for the Dog season. Tyson Hone will take the ball from the cricket pitch area.
Yes. Oh, intercept. Joffa. Oh, not intercept. Joffa goes to Mildy. Mildy has a shot at goal and stays alive. Tomo rushes it through for a minor score. 28 minutes gone. Just chucks it back into the goal square.
They've actually, as Jaden Jay said, they've won the last quarter 4 goals to 2. So probably little consolation on Mad Monday tomorrow.
Well, interestingly enough, Pistols, Mount Lofty Uradler in next week's final. They've had some cracking finals over the years, haven't they?
Absolutely, over at Blackwood.
Meantime, Kai Tucker. And there it is. Mount Lofty through to next Sunday to play Uradler. As Jaden heads out there, and he's going to have a chat to a player who catched our eye today.
So in the end, Benny, 18-point margin, 3 straight kicks, and when you look back on it, the third quarter, Mount Lofty led by 4 points at half time, but they kicked 4 unanswered goals in that third term, and the Dogs only kicking 2 behind. So that's probably the tail of the tape as you look at the Dogs trailing by 29 points at three-quarter time. They rallied home, as I said, were 4 goals to 2, but in the end, 18-point margin in favour of Mount Lofty of what's been a very
There's
good,
no P there, is it? Yeah.
of what's been a very good game of football. So we'll just wait for Jaden J. to find his prey, shall we call it, Benny, but most effective player here today. So the Mount Lofty coaching staff would be very happy with that. I think Jaden J's got his man now, the most effective player on the ground. Plenty of congratulations out there from the Mount Lofty, the adoring masses. So without further ado, I want to tell you what this man
It'll
loves,
be a
the Call
highlight.
of the Wild. So
Yeah.
he'll be loving the fact that he's the centre of attention on the Call of the Wild. Of course, representative defender, take us through it. Stand to that man.
Alright, here we go.
So here we've got Fabio Thompson here. First effective play, here you go, mate. There's a beanie and the thongs as well with the right size. So just congrats on the win, take us through it.
Oh, mate, that was just a good four-quarter fight from, I reckon, both teams. Yeah, we just, early days there, it looked like a really, hard-fought contest. First quarter, we just, grinded it out. Found a bit of a run there, and it's good to see Onkas actually fight for the whole four, because, fuck me, language. But yeah, no, they did well. And lucky to hold on there, but we're on to next week, I reckon.
Yeah, no, good work. And just take us through your pre-match routine. I've got some intel, you have an interesting pre-match routine, is that correct?
Yeah, mate, I lather myself up in sunscreen, get all oily, bring the comb my hair, take about 20 minutes to do my socks, and yeah, I'm wearing the white boots for finals, so it makes me look a bit faster. Yeah.
Well, good work, guys, good look at the part. And just take us through Mount Lofty's season and how good this is to win the final first time in 13 years.
Oh, just to me, I think I've only been playing seniors for about 7 years, and every year it's just the goal was to make finals, and this year the core group was just we're going all the way. We've been building towards it, and to win after 13 years of just not even making finals and stuff like that is just huge. We're all going to get around each other tonight. It's pretty emotional. It's awesome.
And that big game against Urayla next week.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Stitched them up twice during the season, but yeah, we're expecting a different outfit during finals because they're, got a lot of veterans in there and a lot of smart heads. So we're absolutely looking forward to it, and we're going to bring the heat to them.
Well, congrats on the win, mate, and good luck next week.
Cheers,
Cheers,
thanks,
thank you.
Jaden.
Cheers, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Fantastic chat there by Jaden J. Hill.
Great
Nick Thompson.
insight.
One of our favourites, a good insight, as you said, Benny. So,
Well deserving.
yes. So, to tail to tape, Mount Lofty, pretty even start to the game. The Dogs actually led by 2 points at quarter time, 3-4 to 3-2, so 2-point margin. And also pretty tight at half time. Mount Lofty with their nose in front, 7-5 to 6-7, so 4-point margin to the Devils. But as we previously mentioned, Jaden J, who's rejoined us, 4 goals to 0, well, 2 points replied by Onkas in that third quarter, really broke the game open. Mount Lofty stretching out to a 29-point lead, then holding on. The Dogs rattled home 4 goals to 2 in the last quarter, but in the end, 18 points was the margin. So that third term will probably, when they look back and do the post-mortem, when the game lost.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, Pistols, like we said in the last quarter, the Dogs were coming, and but well done to Mount Lofty. Really good, clutch plays and good poise by the Devils to make sure they didn't panic and just to keep playing their style of game, take the game on. Their transition today was absolutely fantastic, I thought, as well, and that was probably where the game was won and lost, is conversion rate.
Rob Sampson says strong win, Mount Lofty Devils. Keith David said go to Devils. So Devils up and about. Pistols starting to believe just another step forward.
Yeah, well, as we said, they're in the mix for that top 3 and probably blunted it a little bit when the penultimate minor round when they lost to Lobethal.
Jackson Thompson says $1 in the swear jar.
Yes, that'll go towards
Raw emotion.
they'll go towards the Call of the Wild Christmas trip fund.
Yes.
Or end of season.
Yes,
trade.
yeah, no, that's right.
But and when you look at it, Lofty, as I said, they probably a lot of young guys in the side. Obviously, apart from Alex Weeks, none of them are an Eckerman, of course. So wouldn't have been too many of it. Would have Sammy Moles. They would have played A-grade finals, so they could be proud of the way they stood up. As Nick Thompson said, there'll obviously be a bit of emotion in the rooms afterwards, something that has been done for 13 years, winning a Division 1 final.
Yeah, exactly, and just something else as well. So they scored 13-13. It's the 6th time this year that they haven't scored more points than goals. So that would be a good positive thing for Coach Borden as well. And most of the day they were ahead of goals. than points. So well done to the Devils. Their conversion rate was pretty good today, and yeah, like I said, their transition was good. Tyson Hone, Sam Miles, Weeks as well. Harry Weeks was fantastic, and yeah, they've got a pretty good back line to suit the forward line and midfield as well. So they'll definitely take it up to Urala because, like Nick said, they've beaten them twice this year already. So that'll be an interesting game next week at Blackwood.
Live scenes from Gamaraka, and it looks like
So I can give you the final score.
Tigerland, I mean, should I say Bloodland's going to go off?
Mackie Land, I think.
Mackie Land, sorry, I've got to get
We'll
my
be
song
beaming
right.
out. 15-10. Mackie have defeated Kangaroo 7-8. So it's just,
We're from Mackie Land.
A 50-point margin.
I don't think
Okay.
Kangaroo actually kicked a goal in the second half. If that's
Well done.
It's 9-5.
Bloods.
7-5,
So
Bloods.
15,
And I think
yeah.
it'd be
Here we go.
There we go.
Live footage from Gamaraka.
I think, Benny, I'd be right in saying it's the first time since 1997 that Macclesfield have been in the preliminary final.
Ooh.
When
Is that right?
They made the grand final against Kersbrook.
I wasn't born.
They were coached
So,
by Ian Wilmot, of course, the former Sturt, Mount Lofty, Heathfield Gate spearhead. So long time between drinks.
1997.
1997. I'll stand corrected, but I think, because I actually covered that game.
You would have been the absolute prime, Benny, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's right. So, a few of the highlights here. This was a great goal here by the Shermanator. Backed himself in, said, I'll do this. Look at that. That is almost, cleared into the back last row in the stand there, Benny. But, looking at the goal kickers, Mount Lofty, Harry Weeks with 4, as Jaden J said, he was good all day, around the packs and also up forward. Tyson Hone with 2, crumbing forward, like his brother, Joshua. And the Shermanator, who we just saw, pitched in with 2 goals, and for Onka O'Brien with 2 in the last quarter, and Jake Adcock with 2. But really, third quarter, no returns on the goal scoring chart. That's probably where the game was won and lost. So, brings to conclusion a busy weekend of the Call of the Wild here on Filming Footy, but 2 very good games and 2 sides playing in their first final series for a long time. Obviously Mount Lofty, but Nairne yesterday for the first time ever in Division 1. So, good results for them.
Yes.
So as we say, thank you to James Davis for once again he's doubled up very well with magnificent community football shots, just taking it all in. And of course our man Celeste here who does a great job each and every week producing.
Good work.
You got a home to go to, Celeste. You haven't been there for a couple of days, been producing. So now, next weekend, boys, double header, Division 1
Where
finals.
are we?
Saturday, second semi-final at Balhannah Oval. So not far for you to go, Jaden Hill.
No.
Hardwell beating Nairne Bremer United for the direct passage in the grand final. So they finished top and second. So probably a good match up there. And then Sunday, James Davis will like this. His home territory. We trick over to Blackwood Oval, Woodtech Oval, I think it is, Kenny.
Yes.
For the first semi-final, as we discussed, it's Urada Districts taking on Mount Lofty. Plenty of appeal there at the business end of the season. And also, I think during the week, you two guys... bit of work on Wednesday night, I believe. The male medal being streamed
Yes.
on Filming Footy.
Jaden will take us through it quite a few times.
Yeah, Benny will as well. So should be a good night. And yeah, with the women's. I'll be professional, so.
We don't want any Brenda Favola.
No.
All right, Jane.
Pressure point.
Pressure point, yep.
Yeah. All right, Jane. Thank you very much again for your very astute work. Excellent work.
No,
Thank you,
thanks,
Golfing,
Mr.
as always, mate, alongside me. And also we're going to thank TK, Thomas Kelly, for
Yep.
popping in for a bit of a chat at half-time, just giving us...
Brock Knott as well.
And Brock.
Cast of
so
thousands
all
on the
stars
pre-game
the
show.
pre-game, yeah, the Call of the Wild. So, all right, so that just about sums us up here. The good crowd still in the house. The Devils will be celebrating. Disappointed the reserves knocked out, but they still had the A-grade advancing through. And for the Dogs, the season is over, but a season of much improvement. Some great shots here from Celeste, just showing you the Sean Tate Bar Terrace. So that wraps it up. So Jeff Pistola here signing off on behalf of the Call of the Wild and Filming Footy crew. We'll catch you next weekend. Until then, keep chasing your goals. And it's bye for now. With the news, Mount Lofty have advanced through to the first semi-final with an 18-point win over Onka Valley. Bye for now.